Okay, yes, and now we're live. Hello, all.
Hello.
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 How is everybody doing out there in the wide world?
All good, hopefully.
Actually, it's about a 10-second delay, so no one's going to reply, are they?
Yeah. Oh my god, they've changed the PogChamp emote on
Yes.
Twitch. What the hell?
That's because...
It's because he was a shitty Trump supporter who went to the Capitol.
Damn straight.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay.
I don't know if he went to the Capitol, but he was posting stuff about it in support of it.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough then. I'm glad they changed it, and it's nowhere near as good or usable.
They
no
also
more,
said that
no more PogChamp.
they're changing the emote every day for this month to a different person.
Fun.
So yeah, visit Twitch every day to see what they are.
What, the PogChamp one, or?
Yeah, the PogChamp emote.
Okay.
Until they decide what is most popular, I guess. Anywho, hello everyone. I'm Nick. I am GMing, I guess. I don't have a special name for this one.
Troika managing.
Troika man. Whenever there are children in need of help or other emergencies around, I come. So yeah, I'll be GMing this very badly, most probably, because I haven't had much time to look through it. But yeah, hi. Next on the list is Sol.
Hi, I'm Sol. I'm gonna be playing Troika today. And I go by Datum and C.
Cool.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, you haven't got characters to talk about yet.
Yeah, I don't. My character doesn't exist yet.
The character is redacted.
You are a god.
I died. I'm a ghost.
Cool. Up next is John.
Hi, I'm John, or Johnny, and I go by he, him, it's, or kits. And I also do not have a character today. Not yet. We will see soon.
Cool. And last
Niko.
but not least is Niko.
Cool. I'm Niko. I go by he, him, and I got excited to play this, so I pre-made a character, which is Primus. He goes by he, him as well, and he is a mathematician / astrologist.
I love that.
Yeah, which was interesting to find out. That's what he is, because it's all randomly done, as we'll find out as Sol and John roll up their characters, which will be exciting stuff.
Love it so much. So, yeah, we are playing Troika, which is by, and I've got to try, because I can never pronounce it right, so I need to find where it's written. The Melsonia something. Melsonia Arts Council, which is a British company. Melsonian Arts Council. But yeah, it's a very light on rules game where most of the things, like player characters, is rolled beforehand, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're playing the little adventure that's in the core book, which I think is called the... This is where my scrolling is shit. It's the Blancmange and Fizzle.
Of course.
Of course it is. So yeah, so as Niko said, he's got a character already rolled up. Sol and John don't, so we'll go through those first.
Lovely.
Do you have copies of the book?
The one that you sent?
Yes.
Yeah, I have it opened up.
Yeah, but open. Cool. So on page... It says page 2, but it's actually page 8 of the whole thing. There's a little part where it talks about the character creation. I'm going to put this up on the stream as well, I think.
Yeah, I see it.
Let me just capture the window. There we go. Make it a bit smaller so it fits in there. So yeah, the basic idea is you have general stats, which I think is skill, stamina, and luck. Which skill is essentially like a modifier for any stats, any checks or attacks or anything like that. Stamina is your HP, and luck is kind of this extra thing that you can spend, or there are certain checks against luck as well. But what you also have to do is for a skill you roll a d3 plus 3.
Okay.
For stamina it's 2d6 plus 12, and for luck is a d6 plus 6. I don't know whether you want to do that now or want me to talk through the rest first.
We can just roll along, right?
Yeah.
Where do I roll a d3 though?
You roll a d6
Yeah, exactly.
and divide by 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is also all rolled using d6s essentially.
Okay, but what if you get a 1 on a d6?
That
Top
counts
shot.
as a 1.
That counts as a 1, yeah.
0.
So it's yeah, like 1 to 2 is 1, 3 to 4 is 2, 5 to 6 is 3.
Yeah, so you half roll. You divide by 2 and round up.
Round up.
Oh wow, I just got 2 6s for stamina. So
Nice.
I have a lot of stamina. I can go for a while.
Cool. So
Yeah,
also
I felt bad rolling for mine as well. I rolled kind of well, I feel.
Oh,
But
shit,
I
though.
didn't get 2 6s for stamina, but
Oh, I should really
I have
have
8
done
more.
a sheet as well, Nick.
yeah. Like, it was mostly the skill. Like, I got a maximum skill bonus, and then like a 9 on stamina. And then just a 3 on luck, so that's okay, I guess.
Well,
Yeah, actually.
these are pretty bad stats. I already love this person.
So, sorry, Niko, can you give me your stats again? I'm just going to write them down just to make it easier.
What stat totals?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 skill, 21 stamina,
Cool.
9 luck.
9, cool. And so.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my real dice because I'm convinced the online dice are cursed.
Oh, they definitely
They
are.
are.
I used my real dice for this, which was nice
Online
because I
dice
don't really
don't have
use them much.
So,
Online dice don't have a soul. That's why they're so mean.
I see. Talking about Sol, what are your stats, Sol? Look at that for a segue.
So, I managed to get 5 in skill, 24 stamina, 8 luck, and I have 6 silver. I think that's the only thing I have to roll on that.
Oh,
And I have to
yes,
roll
you will have to do that as well, sorry, yeah.
6 on the background table.
So
Which
the
I don't-
way you roll, so like if you roll a d6, and that's the first number
First
out of
digit.
66,
Yeah.
and then roll the
I was
d6.
gonna walk through it when John's back as well, just to.
Ah, yeah.
Oh! That's another 66. What the fuck?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know what's up with my rolls today.
That's all your 6s used up now. Though you've blown it.
That is true.
No, that's
Hey,
good.
remember?
That's good because it's a
Remember-
roll under. So...
remember-
Oops.
Hey, remember those 2 1s that I rolled when I really needed a good d6 roll? And then my mech exploded? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're something. You're a
Oh man.
What am I?
zoanthrope.
What?
Oh god,
What am I?
you've got
Where
loads
do I
of
see the
skills,
backgrounds?
which is good.
Where do I see the backgrounds?
Go for
if-
it. If you carry on scrolling down, so. Well, firstly, John, what are you rolling your stats now?
Did you want me to re-roll them or?
If you just tell me what they are, so I can write them down, so I don't.
My skill is 4,
Mhm.
stamina 19,
Okay.
luck is 7.
Luck is 7. Also, if you roll 2d6 to figure out how much money you've got.
Yeah, that's just what I was about to do.
Cool. And Nico, how much silver do you have?
Oh, I've got a solid 3.
Oof. Nice, cool.
5.
5. Right, so yeah,
I
next.
don't-
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I don't know if you should be a zoanthrope, Sol.
Yeah, I'm reading over it right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mostly because it says you're able to speak, but usually choose not to. And
Oh, that's
I
difficult.
love speaking.
You're
That
allowed.
was a practice roll.
yeah,
Okay, that was practice roll. Okay, if
Okay.
you fucking give me 2 more
So
fixes,
yeah, next, if you
Okay.
guys roll 2d6, the first one will essentially be the first digit, and the second d6 will be the second digit. So if you rolled a 1 and a 7, it'll be 17 in total.
Okay, I have a 23.
23.
Epoch.
Tippy, you can't create a character.
Tippy, play with us. I'm a roaming seer, selling your visions at courts and fêtes. You are instantly recognizable by your yellow coif and habit as being open for business. Road weary and world-wise. Your unpopular visions cause you to constantly move on. I love that.
Where is the background page so I can see what I rolled?
So
If you
after
keep
character creation, it starts at 11. So just find what you rolled. So you got 23. So I'll just go to that one first.
It's the
Which
epoch.
is the epopped.
Epopped. Oops, I thought it was a pot.
So roaming seer, selling your visions. Cool. So yeah, so here has a little background about your character. Also your possessions. So you've got some armor, a staff, and a tent if you want. And then you have advanced skills. Advanced skills are extra modifiers. So if you're rolling an awareness check, you roll your skill plus the 2 awareness. You're special. You may test your luck to get a yes or no answer to a question about mundane matters. Cool. Testing your luck. And this is where I've got to remember because I've forgotten it. And I have a reference page that tells me about that. Ah, yes. Okay. So testing your luck is another skill test where you might do alright with it. And then I can answer a question about that. I'll tell you about rolls in a second after we get through.
Mine was 43, derivative dwarf.
Oh. Well, look at this then.
No clue what that means.
T3. So you're good at fighting?
What?
That's 22 dwarf.
Oh, I love the description. Like, give a dwarf a rock and they will make gold. Give a dwarf a boulder and they will make a dwarf. We always knew dwarfs were into their boulders, so.
Let's see the derivative. Plus 4 sneak against dwarves. And then it also takes some stuff about normal dwarves, which is number 22. Dwarves may eat gems and rare metals as food replacements. You in fact vastly prefer the taste of rare minerals to mundane food. And
Munch, crunch, rocks for lunch.
Yum, 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 yum.
Niko, you I can't remember what you said your number was now from.
25, I think. I don't have a special.
You don't have a special.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, I don't actually have a special. And
Well,
I've got
just-
like less skills as well. What the hell? I'm just good at maths, okay?
Mathemology. Oh my god, there's one that's not a gremlin catcher. That's so fucking funny.
So yeah, you've all got sheets to fill in for that as well, haven't you?
The sheets were on the Discord, right?
I put them on Discord, yeah. Should just be a fillable PDF.
Yay!
Cool.
Okay.
I would say yes, but I can never fill fillable PDFs on my computer.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yep.
So... what would be good to note? It would be good to note... it would probably be easier to work out your skill totals, which is those advanced skills. If you add the number that's with them plus your skill stat, which is 4, and just sort of note those totals.
I have all my possessions noted, my skill, my stamina, and my luck noted, my silver, and my background in case I need to reference it.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, so roles in this differ different to most of our other games, where you have to try and find a number to beat. This is a roll under system, so if you're doing a check, for example, if you're trying to do an awareness check, for example, your target is your skill plus awareness, and you've got to try and get the same as that or less. So if your skill is 5 and your awareness is 3, you'll have to try and roll 2d6 and get under 8, or 8 or under. If you do, it's a succeed. If you don't, it's a fail. And if you roll 2 6s, it is a critical fail. The only time this doesn't happen is when you're rolling against somebody. For example, you're attacking someone, or if you're arguing against someone, where it's just 2d6 plus your skills versus the opponent's 2d6, and whoever gets higher wins.
Oh man, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I'll do this as well in case this goes on for longer. If you use an advanced skill and it succeeds, if you put a mark next to it, when there is downtime in the game, you can try and level up, which you try and roll 2d6 over the skill total, so skill plus the advanced skill. If you roll above it, you get an extra 1 to that. You do have armor. Those who have armor, essentially there's a number against that, and basically when somebody attacks you, they have to roll against the damage table, which is on page right at the beginning of the book. If it loads, like page 2. So when you hit something, then you roll a d6 plus any skills on attacking, and depending on what weapon it is, they do different amounts of damage. If you have an if the enemy has an armor or something like that, for example, you roll a 5 and they've got a -1, you look at 4 instead. So it takes the damage roll down, not the actual amount of damage given. Spells. I don't actually know if any of you are spellcasters. But if you've got,
I've got one spell.
You've
It's
got one
called
spell.
Find.
and
When I cast it, I have to know exactly what I'm looking for, and you just need to tell me the compass direction it's in. You don't need to tell me how far away it is or anything, just the compass direction.
Cool. And
Nice and easy.
Is there a little number next to find?
Yeah, I think it's 2. So I take 2 stamina, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure. I'll double check now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got it here now. Yeah, so if you use a spell, it's got a little number against it. When you use it, you have to take that off your stamina or HP.
Cool. So 2 was the right number,
Two's
right?
the right number, yeah.
HP. Yeah, I'll just put that on my sheet so I don't forget that.
Cool. Alright. As a quick run through, does that make sense?
Yep, I think that makes sense. I
Sort
have no
of.
idea on the setting or anything
I
really?
will give the setting and whatnot out in a bit. Oh, one more thing. Turn tracking. So.
Oh yeah, that was really fun sounding.
This is really interesting. So, essentially, the way you track turns is you put tokens in a bag and you pull them out. So each one of the player characters gets 2 initiative tokens. Enemies have their own numbers as well. For example, let's look at one. Something like a tiger has an initiative of 2, so they get 2 tokens put in. But then there are other things such as, well, an owl's got an initiative of 1, so 1 token gets in there. Some, like a dragon, I think, gets an initiative of 8. Yeah, so they get 8 tokens put into the thing. And then there's also an end round token. So basically, they all get put in the thing, they all get mixed up, and then they are drawn out at random, and that's whose go is next. I will handle all that because I've got a nice little generator that does that for me. But yeah, so you don't have to roll for initiative, and it's kind of random if you get to, well, when you get to go, and even if you get to go. But yeah, we'll walk through this slowly because I need to learn as well as we go along. So, has anyone got any questions first? Sorry.
What is, because like in the advanced skills and spells thingy on the sheet, there's the rank plus skill. How does that work?
So this is, so your number was 23, wasn't it?
I'm the EPUB.
Let me just bring it up. Oh, this thing is, the file is quite large, so it takes forever to load whenever I'm going on to a different page. Come on. So 21, 22, 23. So for example, you've got an awareness of 2. So for in advanced skill, if you put awareness, the rank is 2, your skill is 5, so that makes a total of 7. So whenever you want to roll for an awareness check, you have to roll 2d6 and get 7 or less for a success.
The PDF fills in the skill and total part automatically, so you just need to put the rank in, and it's helpful like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, mine did about
Not for John because he can't fill it in.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's alright. I think I can fill it in, I just can't save it. Because my computer's helpful like that.
Yeah, it cares for you.
Yes,
I know.
can.
It's the bean
What
dad
happened
of
for me was, because like I filled it out, and then when I sent it, it wasn't filled out, and it was like I loaded the fillable PDF page, but it was loaded on the internet. I hadn't actually saved it, so I needed to like load the page, save it, then load the page from my computer, so it's actually loaded as a PDF through whatever Microsoft Edge or whatever it is, and then fill it in from there. I'm not sure if that's helpful at all, but that's what happened to me.
Fair. I just don't have any like program to do that in.
I should be able to do it in
So
Edge or Firefox or Chrome usually.
Really?
Like I've got one open up in Firefox at the moment.
Okay. Where do I put like the little 3 fist fighting, awareness, strength, that stuff?
That'll be your skill, advanced skills.
Thank you. And then that would be the rank, right?
Yeah, that'll be the rank, and then your skill is 4.
2. Thank you.
Oh, and so, have you given your character a name?
I haven't. Naming things is hard.
John, do you have a
It's
name?
harder. I'm thinking Kelpie.
Kelpie.
I was thinking stick.
Stick.
I love our team.
And you're Primus, aren't you?
I decided to go wild today as well. Instead of calling them, Mark or Gary, I went for Primus.
Primus. Reminds me of
Yeah.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I was
That's-
thinking more because he's a mathematician and it's like prime numbers.
Ooh.
Oh, I love prime numbers.
So I was trying to think of a mathy word. I was like, yeah, Primus, and it sounds cool and strong, just like Optimus Prime.
This character
Um,
sounds like he takes himself really serious. I love him.
I was just about to say. So basically, derivative dwarfs, they're dwarves made of stone. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, they seem to be made out of something. So they're not dwarfs. They sort of are something that's kind of dwarf-like.
Okay.
Dwarf. Made candy.
So yeah, to normal or to non-dwarf people, you look like a dwarf, but other dwarfs recognise that you are not a real dwarf, and they will completely ignore you.
Valid.
Which gives you a +4 sneak against dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to be right back really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, shall we say take a 5-minute break before we start the campaign?
Sure.
Sure. So when you say it's made out of something, what are materials you'd think considerable while I design this character?
Well, so Troika is basically, like, they call it sci-fi fantasy. So there exists magic, there exists advanced technologies. So pretty much anything you fucking want.
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking if I change my name from Kelpie to Bimbus TM, and then am made of either balloons or candy, like Saul said. I really like that concept. And I love the thought that nobody can tell me apart from any other dwarf, except for dwarfs.
You're like squeaking like a balloon animal. We're like, normal dwarf things.
Yes.
And I'm just, what the fuck is a firkin? Okay, a firkin is a cask as well, like a beer cask or a keg. If you wanted to know.
Oh, what?
A firkin. So your possessions is an axe and a firkin.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I am back.
Yeah, I'm thinking the candy would make more sense.
Yeah.
So, his name is Bimbus.
Bimbus. I love
So
that.
Bimbus.
Yes, like kind of like a bimbo, but like gender neutral.
Oh, Dumbo.
Dembo.
Ooh, because I was curious because I wasn't sure. I just googled what an astrolabe is
Mm-hmm.
because I have one
They're fancy things.
and I use it as a mace, which seems like a great dishonor to such a thing. But there you go. That's what an astrolabe is.
There's a museum in Oxford. The Science Museum in Oxford actually have a nice collection of astrolabes.
Ooh,
Okay,
but they don't have to be like that. A lot of these look
culture
like.
fact as well there.
If I ever want to go see one in real life, that's where I'll go,
If you're
and I'll
allowed-
try
if
not to
you're
use it as a
allowed
mace.
out
Yeah, true. Yeah. A lot of them seem to be like discs, I guess, is where to describe it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming since this is described as being used as a mace, it must be
one on
like
the
the
plinth.
type I shared.
And I do have descriptions of skills somewhere. On page 58 of the book, it goes into more description of the thing. So, for example, mathemology is used to gain insights into angles, pressures, numbers, and other such arcane arts. For example, you can test your mathemology to get a good idea of the surface tension of a ball of plasmatic goo, or find the fulcrum to tip a giant.
Of course.
You can use fancy words like fulcrum.
I can. Just be ready for me to ask you for the surface tension of everything. Or the fulcrum, like, how do I tip everything over?
I don't remember what fulcrum is now. That's the midpoint, isn't it, of a leverage?
I honestly don't know.
So, yeah. John and Sol, do you have any spells at all, or is it all just...
No, I just have fighting.
Cool.
No spell.
Cool.
But I have second sight.
Second sight. Is that a spell, or is that a...
I think it's a skill.
Second sight, yeah, so it allows you to detect magic. Cool. I must remember that.
I kind of want to play my character like he's a miserable fucking git.
Like he's a what?
He's just a miserable git. He's constantly complaining.
I love him.
Because like I googled for like 0.5 seconds what EPUB actually means, and it's like instructed in the secret something something, and I'm like, yeah, he's basically a McDonald's worker.
I love that we have like very, very high intellect person TM who's probably faking their intellect. And then you, miserable McDonald's worker, and then literal candy.
Candy
Just shoot of sugar in your veins.
Yes.
Initiate into mysteries.
See, I've got an abacus as well. There'll be many twiddlings on the abacus, pretending to be working stuff out.
You like
Lovely.
have a calculator and you're holding it upside down.
Yeah, I mean, there's no numbers on the abacus either. It's just there'll be random like words and letters, but no numbers. No maths will be done on that. It's basically just how to construct different haikus.
Oh, that's cute.
7. Tick, tick,
He re-
tick, 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 tick.
He always wanted to be a poet. He was forced into being a mathematician and astrologist, so he wrote words on his abacus beads, I guess they're called, and writes
Sure.
poems about the stars.
Oh, tell us one.
Oh my god. I literally made that up like 30 seconds ago.
Well, we know that. That's why we asked.
God damn it.
Right.
I can't remember the meme haiku that's about a refrigerator, but I'll try.
It's about a refrigerator.
It's like a safety sentence that involves a refrigerator or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. No, I think it's this. Yeah. Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. Just you put refrigerator at the end and it's all fine.
Hold on, I'm counting.
Yeah, because it's five syllables.
I wrote one for you.
Yeah.
I wrote one for you. There you go.
Yeah, bro, stars go hard, they shine real bright, you know, refrigerator.
You're welcome.
It's like,
Thank you.
you know, the Japanese language usually has the, or at least in anime, they have the, like, nia at the end, or whatever when certain characters speak. Is your character just say refrigerator at the end of every sentence?
Yes. That'll be a thing. I don't know if they exist in this world. It seems like a little bit of a multiverse in a way, so they might exist somewhere.
Very
But...
multiverse-like.
Tell us about where we are.
Yeah, sorry, should we actually get started?
A little.
We
man.
are
Let's
here to play a
regulate it.
game, right?
Yeah, right. We're not talking about haikus.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Disappointing, actually.
So,
Gotta write down this amazing haiku.
so yeah, the world of Troika is a world of many worlds or spheres. Most of these spheres sort of sit on their own. They're just sort of they contain their own universe, kind of like Super Mario Galaxy, if you've ever played that, where you travel between different galaxies and each one has its own system in there, and you know it's not stuck to one planet or anything like that. Most of the time there are multiple planets. As for you guys, you don't know where the fuck you are. You are traveling together, it seems, and you're looking for somewhere to stay overnight. And as you're just wandering the lands, you come across this fairly extravagant hotel that's sort of all gold and chrome on the outside and has a fancy bellboy, and you know the doors are about 12 feet high as you come in, and as you come into the lobby it's grand, crystal this, shiny that, massive chandeliers, colourful carpets, not really any particular style. There's paintings of different eras, so you can pass like a Renaissance painting, and then the next painting is something that's kind of like a Warhol. It's fairly busy in there. There's lots of people milling around, lots of people waiting at certain desks and the like. A lot of people milling on really uncomfortable chairs with tables in front of them holding cups of tea. There's a loud group of yobs in the corner who are obviously here to watch a football game and just are causing much issue and drinking pints of Stella. But apart from then, it's pretty fancy. There's even just smells of cherry and baked goods being pumped through the room just to sort of whet your appetite a bit more. So yeah, you come in. As you enter, you see a plinth or a little stand there, and in front or beside it, you see a mandrill. I'm not sure if you know what mandrills are.
No,
No.
Nope.
Okay, so
I'm uneducated. I can't read.
you can't read.
I'm uneducated.
So a mandrill is a type of monkey. The ones with like the blue and red note. I'll bring up a picture and send it to you guys, or you can Google it yourself.
Oh, funky.
They got big blue and red butt as well. Nothing's working for me, so I can't.
Ah. See, I thought they were a baboon, but that's a mandrill. Okay.
So yeah, there is a mandrill standing there. He's wearing a little red cap, little suit. Looks like a lobby boy. It's a red cap, like a velvet red suit with yellow trim around the edge, and he's got this like string tie. And he's just waiting, and he sees you people enter. Gives you a look, kind of brushes himself down, stands up, shoulders back, ready to accept you in. Do you go to him, or do you mill around for a bit first? I'm not sure. I mean, it might be a good idea to decide also if you kind of know each other, or if you've met each other on travels, or.
I do not know. Like, why are we here?
I mean,
We're looking for shelter.
We're looking for shelter.
the place to stay overnight, it says here. Whether you are doing your travelling for whatever reason and you just sort of cross paths, or if you have a common goal between you. Whether you just kind of appeared outside and kind of like, oh, I don't know what's going on, let's look in this nice building. leave that up to you.
Maybe we're traveling con artists. We're conning people wherever we go.
You're Ocean's 3, are you?
Or Ocean's 3. I've never seen any ocean movies, but yes.
No, neither am I, actually.
Oceans? Did you say fish?
That's more fish! Everything goes back to fish. Anyway, now, can I just look around and like do like an evaluate? Because I want to see what actually happens if I roll for an evaluate.
Yeah, sure. So, is it just called evaluate, is it?
I think that's one of my skills. Yeah, it's evaluate. Just evaluate. I just want to look around for something to complain about.
Okay, yeah,
Lovely.
so if you roll 2d6...
Okay. Oh, that's a 1 and a 5.
So it's-
And my evaluate is a 7.
So yeah, you pass. Let me just quickly bring up... That's the
What
wrong
can I
person, 23. Why can I not see evaluate in the advanced skills then?
It was,
So I'm just
It's
fighting with
me.
the PDF as well, because it's not doing anything.
shit, sorry.
Alright.
I just realized that
It's in
the
there.
fucking the game is spelled with an exclamation mark at the end. That's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Actually-
you're just looking around, and so evaluate is to get an idea of how much something is worth. So
Oh,
what,
shit.
what are
Okay.
you looking at? Are you looking at anything in specific, or are you
I
kind of...
just want to I want to find something to complain about.
You want to find
That's my whole
something to
thing right
complain
now.
about? Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
as you're looking, you can see, as I said, this is very grand. You can see it's all very expensive. It's kind of like overwhelming. But you look at this mandrill, and whilst the cap and the coat and the trousers and all of that is also very expensive, you carry on looking down and you see his shoes. And they are scuffed, and they are cheap shoes.
You know, you really can't expect anything from those cheap shit monkeys. I believe, it's so stupid how they have like, I'm sure they're really expensive, but they don't even get the monkey real shoes. I bet they're really cheap. Should I do a fortune on that? I'm looking for shiny dice.
I wondered what that rustling was.
I'm looking for a specific D6 in my enormous box of dice at the moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have the 2 D6s that I want. Alright. Grand. No, but I'm just like, ugh, stupid monkey. Stupid shoes. Nothing here is good. I bet their rooms are really expensive, but they're really not that high quality. It's just all smoke and mirrors. Sucks.
Could I do a mathemology?
Okay. Yeah.
Can we do
Any-
math?
do you want to please tell me, please, for the love of Christ, tell me what?
I want to look how many people are here right now. What time of day is it? Is this a peak time of day? How many people do they get here a day? Probably how much money do they make? If they do make a lot of money, I'm very intrigued why this monkey isn't wearing better shoes.
Okay, yeah, can you
Something's
roll
wrong,
and
yeah.
I'll answer a couple of those for you, mate.
It's just
I'm
I'm just trying to see
say that
like basically
some of them
do they
aren't-
make a lot of money here, and that's it basically. Should they make a lot of money here, essentially?
Okay.
So I've got a total of 9, so I need to get 9 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a 6.
For fuck's sake. Okay, you succeeded. So you walk over to. What do you walk over to? You walk over to a piece of like a marble statue. You give it a tap. You give it a feel. You can get a notebook out, write some mathematical equations or whatnot, and you can tell, yep, that's proper marble. You look at the gold inlay, again, do some maths, you can work out, okay, yeah, the density of that is pretty much what gold is. That's real gold there. You have a look around and, nothing looks obviously fake, mathematically, everything looks quite expensive. Just as an aside, you look at this mandrel and you look at the other staff who are one behind the bar, there's a couple behind the reception desk as well, and they all wear identical clothing. So, just as an assumption, the reason why this monkey's shoes are so poor and tattered is because he had to provide them for himself. They're not provided by the thing. Whether that's because they don't pay him enough, whether that's because he rather spends his money on cigarettes, who knows?
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, so that was cool.
Thanks for making me make that up.
Yeah. You did good. So wait, do our characters know each other or not? Did we I don't know if we established that.
I think we walked into together.
I mean, we could always roll on each character if we know each other.
Wait, what are we rolling? How are we doing this?
I'm just trying to think of how we would do that, but I was just joking because of the module.
Maybe we all try to walk into the door at the same time. We just crashed into each other.
Well,
Bimbus,
is it? well, Bimbus is gonna go ahead and meet this monkey first.
Cool.
Yeah. No matter whether they know you or not. Basically, the other two are doing things, and Bimbus is like, monkey. Walk ahead. Hello?
Now I'll do a voice, don't I? Hello. Welcome to the Blancmange and Thistle.
You're cutting out.
Oh, what? Is that my fault or your fault?
It was cutting out for me as well.
Cutting out for you.
For me too.
Okay, am I doing this right? Turn that off. Turn that off. Can't turn that off, okay. Noise suppression is turned. Why can't I? Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, let's try again. I'll just check if I've got any filters on my audio. No, okay, that's all done. Okay, so yeah, as you go up, the monkey sort of stands up a bit more and goes, hello, welcome to the Blancmange and Thistle. My name is Barry. I am the concierge today. You've come on a great day, actually. If you haven't heard, today is the annual Feast of the Chill Arch. And you simply must attend. It's free for all guests, and it will be a positive delight to have you there. We you best come quick though. We've only got one room left, and looking at he sort of points onto you all together. We only have one room, but it's got 5 beds.
I guess so.
Yes, good. The more the merrier. So yeah.
Okay.
And he sort of reaches, looks for his pockets, and he sort of like looks at, and he sort of pulls off his hat, and under there he pulls out a small silver key, and he goes up to you, Bimbus, opens up your hand, goes, "Here's the key. The room is up on the 6th floor. Just remember to attend the party." And yeah, you can. We have a lift up to the right-hand side there, or if you want the more scenic route, we've got the stairs to the left. And as you sort of notice this, you see this mandrill is getting more and more tired and less peppy, because I'm getting more and more tired and less peppy, to be honest. But please enjoy your stay. And yeah, so
I'm
oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think if I should use the most annoying voice I could come up with.
Yes. Yes.
God. Okay. One moment. So I've come up with talking from the back of my throat in a very high-pitched vocal cord.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, hi, my name is Bimbus. I would like to take the scenic route, please.
Sure thing. So if you go up to the stairs on the left-hand side, as I say, it's on the 6th floor.
Yep, gotcha. And they're gonna go up. Do. Little sound effects.
Cool. And our Primus, and is it Stick? Is it Soul?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
two following.
Yeah, I'll trail along. I need a bed, and this is
Focus that as well. So.
as we're trailing along, Primus would say, "I find this place odd. Those monkey shoes are shoddy."
That is what I was saying all along. They're horrible shoes.
Refrigerator.
It's probably because he's like doing everything for everyone. He kind of seems like a really hospitable.
Can I not afford hiring more people? Are they going out of business?
I don't know, but maybe you shouldn't be so pessimistic.
I am no pessimist. I am a realist.
Want a race? And he runs up.
But I'm not losing against you. I'm gonna run.
Cool. So as you're running to the back of the hotel, where the lift is to one side, the stairs are to the other, you also know as you sort of pass the front desk that there is a little sign, and on there it says bar, and it points to behind the reception desk, where there are a few stairs down to a very stylish kind of bar with jazz music playing out and dim lights as well.
Okay. Can we roll to see who wins?
You can roll to see who wins the race? Yes, okay. Should we do... this is where I need to...
I'll say I'm not racing. I'm just briskly following.
Are you calculating something in the meantime?
Do you...
AKA, he should roll as well to see if he wins.
So because this is against each other, we'll do a versus check. So if you both roll 2d6, add your skill, and do you have any advanced skills that would also help?
I have
Wouldn't you only add skill if it's an advanced skill, or do you always add skill?
You always add skill.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna roll for the brisk pace anyway.
I have a run skill.
Do you have a
no.
run advanced skill, do you?
I do, and it's rank 1. So that's okay. I need the mathematician.
That's 11 for me.
Okay, I think it's a 13. What's 6 plus 7? 6 plus 7 is 13, right?
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got 13 as well.
Oh, fucking brilliant!
Cool. That's how Bimbus trips, falls, and dies.
So as Stick gets all excited and runs along with Bimbus, Stick just shoots far ahead of Bimbus. Bimbus is trying with all their might but the
Oh,
short dwarven
my.
legs, the candy against
Oh.
the shiny floor.
No.
It's kind of like a cartoon character. And whilst that's happening, also Primus just, just brushes against you as he takes massive long strides that seems to be
No.
going really fucking fast. And
Somehow.
so you oh for fuck's sake, so Sol, you've got a skill of 5 and then you've got 1 for running as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And as you're almost at the steps, you sort of hear this sort of like a and you look behind you, look back ahead of you, and Primus is just stood there, kind of, abacus in hand, just twiddling away, kind of just appeared out of nowhere.
He used the power of math.
He used the power of math to beat
Somehow, he calculated like the best way to take the corners and stuff like that, the best angles.
Like Stick is just reading out of breath.
He was following in Stick's slipstream, overtook at the prime moment,
The Primus moment.
the Primus moment.
Refrigerator.
Wow.
No, yeah, but like Stick is like super out of breath. He's like,
Yeah.
he won.
And Bimbus tripping and falling over the floor as trying to race. Just comes up the stairs, probably like gripping at the handle, and it's just like, good job, guys. I didn't know you were joining in too, but that's cool. You like won.
I don't even know how, but like, alright.
Big legs.
Long legs. Where'd you get those?
Parents?
Yeah, I was going to play with making every sentence a haiku, but that's really difficult. So I'm just not going to do that.
Just a refrigerator.
Pretend like every sentence is a fake haiku. He believes it's
Yes.
a haiku.
He can't count though.
Wait.
He believes everything is a haiku if you try hard enough.
He says, they are all homegrown. I inherited these legs. Refrigerator. And just gestures. Puts a hand on his heart and gestures out as he says refrigerator.
I fucking love it. So yeah, you sort of reach the stairway, and so you come to the door. Well, not the door, but the frame, I guess you'd call it. And you look, and ahead of you there is just a single, like a pinky marble sort of step as the landing to the stairs. And the stairs themselves are sort of ornate, silvery spiral stairs. Kind of the kind where you can only get 2 people-ish by the side, but one of them has to kind of tiptoe because it's in the middle. But with each step, like on the actual step itself, carved into it is like an ornate depiction of, well, lots of different things. If you sort of look at them, some of them contain a rendering of a cat, but for some reason the cat's eyes kind of follow you as you walk around. There's one of just an orb. It looks like it's kind of falling into the ground whilst people run away. Some of them are quite joyous, some of them are actually kind of terrifying, and there are lots of eyes in lots of them. They all seem to follow you. Yeah. Do you choose to go up the stairs?
Is anybody else feeling watched?
I don't know. I don't like the way those paintings are looking at us.
Yeah, we should keep going.
Maybe we should scribble out all the eyes.
You think we should cover them?
Yeah! Does anyone have anything?
Checking my inventory. I have a brilliant idea. I have a collapsible tent. I can walk under the tent.
Perfect.
I imagine that like Stick has like an umbrella, and if they open up the umbrella, it's actually a fucking tent. It's not an actual umbrella. So I open up my umbrella and I just it's big
Okay.
enough for my stalls, so I guess it's big enough for all of us.
I mean, you can try going up this. I like to say that the eyes and whatnot are carved into the steps themselves, so they're where you put your feet.
I step on the eyes on purpose.
Stomp! Die!
Stop! Die!
Cool. As you do so, nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
They just continue to follow you.
I step on them hard.
We continue on.
So as
We're under a tent. Important. We're carrying a tent.
as you reach kind of like 3/4 of the way up, you sort of hear a scream of a woman, sort of shouting, "Get away! Get away!" Also just flapping, and a lot of as you make your way up, you see that kind of. You come up the stairs. To your right, there's a bit of corridor that leads to a window, which is open. And sort of flying in and out of the window, you see 6 owls, very angry-looking owls, just sort of flying in and out, and kind of on the floor near the exit for the stairs. There's a poor maid there. Mop in hand, trying to sort of bat the owls away as they sort of fly around and try and attack. At the moment, they don't seem to have noticed you, but you'll need to walk past the maid to continue up the stairs if you like.
Oh my. What a scene. Whatever shall we do here? Refrigerator. And as he says these things, like he's literally got his abacus out and he's like counting the syllables on his abacus, and just always ends on refrigerator because it's easy.
Fair.
I'm counting on my fingers as I'm doing this as well. It makes sense.
With you.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, for your successful advanced skills that you've been doing, if you make a note of how many times you are successful in each advanced skill. So I think...
Well, don't you only need 1 tick for it to be a thing?
I thought it was 1 tick.
Is it 1 tick? Well, okay, yeah, just put 1 tick next to it if it's successful then. Because...
Oh, I was just trying to figure out if I could figure out where my axe is, like the damage and stuff.
On the very top of the thing, the book, there's a table of weapon damage.
Thank you.
Can I see if the owls are magic with my second sight?
You're gonna fucking roll for it.
Yeah! Okay. I have to just roll over under 6, right?
Yeah, 6 or under.
Oh, one of my dice is gonna fly. Okay, let's do it.
Oh wait, so...
Yeah. 4!
Okay, let me bring up an owl. No, it's not magic. They're just normal owls. Just pissed off.
I wonder why they're so mad.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I'm gonna uncollapse my tent, and I'm gonna make it look like an umbrella again.
Okay.
What if I trap the owls in the tent?
In the tent. What are we gonna do with the tent after?
Excellent question.
Mm,
As you're all
What if-
thinking and standing around, this woman is screaming, spots you, and asks for your help, please, right now.
We're just looking at her like,
what if we just kill them? Consider.
Yeah.
Owls are kind of bad anyways. They like take people's arms and stuff. It's not cool.
I don't know what kind of owls you met, but I don't like their creepy little ears, so I'm gonna join in.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of owls sequence.
Owls time.
Owls time. It says that my staff counts. Wait, hold on. I have to pull up the fucking PDF. Counts damage as staff. So do I just go to the weapons table and choose
Yeah,
the
there
staff?
should be a staff in the weapons table.
Yes, there is. It's right under knife.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And so basically it's if the damage roll is like that number, then your damage is that.
Yeah, so yeah, you look up there.
That's cool. I would like to inform you guys I have the tiniest D6 in the world. It's like a fourth of my pinky. I forgot it was in my dice bag.
Oh, baby
Ooh.
dice.
And I keep being very tempted to eat it because it's in my hand and I keep putting it in my mouth. I'm like,
Don't do it.
no. It's
You won't
very
see the
small.
result, okay?
You see the result, just take about 48 hours.
Well, you don't want to see that result.
Exactly.
Okay, so are we starting up initiative?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Cool, so let me just set up. Actually, as I set up, if we take a little break, say
Okay.
5-10 minutes.
Okay, I'll be back in a sec.
Cool, alright, talk to you in a sec, stream. one, and we're back online.
Hi!
Hello.
I'm gonna put the
Hello?
chat overlay on as well so we can know who's talking.
Oh, lovely.
Right, so yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where's my thing? So we've got 3 characters, not that many enemies. Let me just write down what everybody's thing is.
Are we going to be using a map?
Huh?
I can't.
No, it's all thingy of the mind. Theatre of the mind.
Theatre of the mind.
Theatre of the
I
mind.
can't believe our first battle is against owls.
6 owls, in fact.
Yeah, I love owls.
And just because we chose violence. We woke up and chose violence.
So yeah,
I don't know about you guys, but Bimbus always wakes up and chooses violence.
I respect them most.
So yeah, basically just how the place looks. You're at the top of the steps. There is a long corridor. To the left is just the continuation of the corridor of lots of different doors to the different rooms. To the right, there is a couple of doors to more rooms. There is a pretty large window at the end, a stained glass window that is open. This is where the owls are sort of like flying from. And sort of directly in front of you is another doorway to the next set of steps. And at that doorway, just outside, is the cowering maid with their mop and bucket sort of swatting at the owls. So, who goes first? First is Primus.
Oh, okay. See, he was like the least aggressive here, so I don't think hold action or anything is really a thing. But seeing that, you know, Stick and Bimbus, right?
Yep.
Yep, Bimbus. Want to get stuck in here, and the maid's getting attacked by these incredibly vicious owls. What kind of owls are they?
They are very owly owls. I mean, the
I
description.
thought you were going to say they're very vicious
They're
owls.
very vicious, angry owls. I can bring up their description if I scroll down. But I would imagine just your bog standard barn owl.
Oh, so they're not even that big.
No, they're not. They are a small beast.
Oh no.
There's no real
Okay.
description of what they look like. They are just barn owls, and the only difference to normal barn owls is that they have very black pointed eyebrows that are constantly in an angry.
I love that.
Their angry eyebrows are basically an invitation to be fought.
So yeah, Primus, what will you do?
He doesn't really have any weapons on him, but he pulls out his astrolabe and he starts running over, and he says, see, I worked this out, but I'm gonna have to maybe get it wrong here. Yeah, he runs up and he's like, "Be gone, fiendish owl!" In one hand there's the astrolabe, in the other hand there's the abacus. I shall smite thee this day here. He says it just how I do as well. Very much working out on the fly. And then he says, "Refrigerator!" and smacks an owl with an astrolabe.
Cool, so I need you to roll 2d6 plus your skill. Do you have an advanced skill that may be helping this, or?
Does my astrology skill help?
No,
So it's an astrolabe?
it doesn't.
No. So it's just 2d6 plus skill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. That's a 15.
Cool. Yep. You hit this owl as it sort of comes sweeping across. You bat it like a baseball, I guess. And if you roll a d6 for damage, and it's a mace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mace. So mace, I don't know if the owls are armored, but it gets
They
a
are
minus
not
1.
armored owls,
Oh,
unfortunately.
yeah, okay. It's a 3 on the damage.
Okay, so that's 4 damage in total. So yeah, okay. So you managed to catch this owl as it sort of comes right in, pretty much square on the face, and as you sort of swing through, it flies into the wall, splats against the wall, and just sort of slowly screech down, and just sort of crumples into a heap at the bottom. That one is deaded.
Lovely.
He just says, "Oh, that's it."
Well, refrigerator. Oh, refrigerator.
Okay. Let me just. I just need to remove these enemy things from here. Cool. Next turn is. Oh, it's an enemy's turn. So yeah, as you swung, there was another owl that was sort of flying close by. It manages to swoop over the astrolabe as you were swinging it, and noticing you fucking home run its owl buddy, it sort of does a flying turn and then just goes straight at you with its claws out. So it will attack you. So yeah, if you roll, again, 2d6 plus your skill.
Okay. That is a 13.
Cool. So as it comes sweeping towards you, you kind of, as you finish your swing on the initial owl, and you sort of let your arm go, and the astrolabe still in your hand, but it sort of swings behind you a bit, also clocks the second owl. And could you roll a d6 for damage, please?
Oh my god.
So
Fun.
It's another 3.
Okay, yeah, that one just again swiffers along the floor as it gets hit and sort of joins in its dead friend's pile. Generally, when you have a versus kind of thing, whoever wins will win and do damage that turn. So even if you're not the attacker, if you beat the skill check, you still get to do damage.
Wait, does that mean that the owls can do the same against us?
Yes, so if you fail whilst attacking an owl, that owl can attack you.
Fun.
That is actually
Okay.
really cool.
Upon getting that one on the backswing, he'd be like, "Oh, by the stars!" And he just drops to his knees. Refrigerator.
I love them.
I feel so bad. They're
Lovely.
owls. I love owls.
Okay.
I just killed 2 of them.
And one of them was accidental.
Yeah.
Next up is Stick.
Hey! Okay. I feel kind of bad for the owls bloody on the floor, so I'm gonna, can I use the fist fighting thingy to just grab one out of the air?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so kind of... Yeah, I'd say that's an unarmed attack, I think.
Is that fist fighting?
Oh, wait, what did you say, sorry?
I asked if I could use fist fighting as an advanced skill to like grab it out of the air.
Oh, just to grab... Yep, go for it. So yeah, roll... No, you don't need to roll. Yeah, you do. Yep, so... This is a versus thing, so I'm going to do it like it's an attack. So if you roll 2d6 plus your skill plus your fist fighting, and that will go against...
Wait, is it skill plus fist fighting total, or is it skill plus fist fighting rank?
It will be it will be skill plus the fist fighting rank. So yeah, that's already calculated for you in the PDF.
Okay. Grand.
And then 2d6 added on
16.
that. 16. Okay, yeah, you grab it. You've got it. It's flapping around. It's not.
Can I
like
chuck it out the window? And then shut it.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So, kind of running as it's sort of like flapping around everywhere. So your arms are just sort of like jittering around, up, down, left, right, everywhere, as you kind of run. And then you sort of... How would you throw it out the window? How would you throw an owl out of the window?
Like a football, I don't know.
Like a football, like a freaking
Can I
American
drop kick
football.
it? Wait, can I drop kick it? Like a rugby ball?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
it slips out of my hand and I just drop kick.
You can drop kick. Could you roll me a d6, please?
Okay. Oh, that's a 1.
Okay, cool. Yep, you drop kick it successfully. Let me just make a note here. Okay, yep. You get a fair distance. It's out the window and it plunges a bit, and as you sort of peer over, you sort of see that it catches the air and is regaining flight, but it's still a fair bit away. And
I don't know if this is...
Sorry, no, you go first.
I mean, I don't know if this is too much to ask for in one turn, but can I just fucking shut the window for a minute?
Roll me 2d6 and see if that goes underneath your skill.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 9, so no.
No.
I'm just like scrambling.
Yeah, you're scrambling towards the thing. I'll say that you get to the window and you're holding onto the thing by the time, or you're trying to grab the handle. And that'll be the end of your go. Next, it's you again. So, I will say on this turn, yeah, you managed to close the window and that owl has gone. So
Yeah, that's all I do. I just close the
you
window.
close the window.
I just slam the window shut. I just like stare out at the owl.
Can I just have a brief interlude for Niko to describe his character?
Mhm.
Like his appearance.
Oh, okay. He's just kneeling on the ground, and he's just looking very sad. And
I meant your appearance in general.
Just for a drawing, I'm assuming.
oh, okay.
No, I'm not just singling you out.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what do
Niko,
you
tell me
do?
how a person who loves owls after killing 2 owls looks.
How do you feel morally?
Can you describe
He's
abject sadness?
very. Would you like it in a haiku or?
Yes.
No. He's very tall. He's wearing like, I'm not sure how to say this word out loud. I've read it loads. Voluminous purple robes with a satchel. I'd say he's quite pale.
Okay.
He doesn't really go outside a lot.
Does he have like what's his figure like? Like broad or scrawny?
I think pretty scrawny, yeah.
Okay. And any preference on hair or eyes or anything?
No. I'd say his hair is, however it is probably done in a way to look dashing, but isn't necessarily dashing. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
And lastly, I'm gonna give him glasses.
Yep, that's perfect. I love it.
Okay. Okay. Got him. Now we can continue on.
Cool. Whose go do I say it was? Okay, yep. So, let me just look at something quickly. Okay, yep. So, I think as seeing two owls go flying across, one owl fucking drop kicked out of the window. One of the owls that was pestering the maid sees what's happened and sort of goes for the window, not really noticing that Stick is closing it. As Stick closes, it kind of, just in its moment, doesn't know what to do and will... I'm going to put this as an attack, but he doesn't really know it's properly attack. He'll just fly into Stick. So, could you roll me 2d6 plus your skill, please?
Okay. That's 6 plus 5 is 12. No, yes. No. It's not. It's not 12.
No, 6 plus 5 is not 12, it's 11.
It's not 12.
It's 11.
It is 11.
Cool.
6 plus 6 is 12.
I was thinking about 6 plus 6. I was like, that's 12. 6
No,
plus 12.
that's not how math works.
No.
Yeah, no, 6 plus a number is 12. Everyone knows
But
that.
it's true. Thank you. Finally, a mathematician.
Yeah, trust me, I'm a mathematician.
So, you turn around, notice this owl hurtling straight at you. You try to duck, but all it does is pretty much opens up your face for an owl, and it goes straight into your head for 2 points of damage.
Ow. Where do I take those off?
That's against your stamina.
Oh, the thing that I rolled maximum.
Yeah, the thing that you got max.
Fuck yeah.
Head empty, only owl now.
Only owl.
Lord.
My character forgets how to do math.
As this thing hits you, it sort of flaps away, and you now have a couple of feathers adorning your hair, or your whatever you've got on your head. Just to fancy it up a bit more. Okay.
This is the thanks I get for not hurting the owl.
That's the end of that round. How many enemies? We've got 3 enemies left. Start second round. Next turn. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was nothing happens in that round. Let's start again. Cool. He's
Oh,
We
was
just
that-
all stand there
was
for
it-
6 seconds.
Was that the end round thing?
yeah,
Just
so
always kind of
one round ended. I started up another round, and the first card that was picked was the end round one.
We're all just stood there like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Even the owls.
during this time, you take a moment to just survey the scene of 2 crippled dead owls. One just angrily flapping outside a window, and one in the face of Stick.
Me and I'll just look at each other.
So the first card to be picked up is Primus.
Oh, really?
Yep, see there's 2 owls around this maid, just still going
This
for
is
them.
so funny.
One thing I'd like to add as well is you can try, even if you don't have like a skill like Intimidate or whatnot, you can try to Intimidate and it will just be against like your skill stat. You know, you can essentially try anything you fucking want. You don't have to.
He's
miss the thing.
not a... I think he's learned he's not a very intimidating person. So he's gonna say, this is gonna be a good opener, which I might use multiple times. Oh, by the stars. I need to work out the second bit. Hang on.
Oh, by the stars. That's only 4 syllables, mate.
Oh.
Oh, by the stars. Oh.
Oh. By the stars.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa,
Oh,
by the stars. Exactly. I can't get the next one right. Shit. He just says. He says, "Oh, whoa, by the stars." Shit, and just swats with the astrolabe. It's just, yeah.
Okay. Can you roll 2d6 plus your skill, please?
Yes. See, like, I got like maximum in the skill roll, so like, I feel like most things I do will be fairly good.
I mean, I like to say that the owls do also have their own skill that you're rolling against as well. So
Okay. Well, this one is a 9.
a 9 in total.
A 9 in total.
Cool. You just because you fucking kind of were too busy thinking about how to turn this into a haiku, the owl sort of flats back as you notice as you swing, and you overswing, and you just kind of catch yourself on the toe with them all, and you hurt yourself for 2 damage.
See, I was already on my knees, so for me to hit myself in a very skillful act, I think.
It's a
personally.
very skillful act of managing to get your toes like that.
So I will take that 2 damage with much pride.
Right, next up. Okay, that owl, noticing you do that, then flies at you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Does a 9. So yeah, could you roll 2d6 plus your skill? And you've got to beat a 9.
Okay. Well, that one is a 10.
Cool. So this owl is what I'm now calling a temporal owl that kind of works outside of time and space, and somehow as you hit your toe, you also magically somehow hit the owl too. Could you roll?
Was the owl trying to claw my toes, and that's why?
Yeah, let's say the owl's going for your toes as well. He notices the weak point on your toe and goes for it and gets clocked by them all as well. Could you roll a d6?
Yes. Damn owl's always going for toes. That's a 5 on the damage.
It just turns into bloody mist.
Are there any owls left at this point?
There are still 2 owls left.
I feel like going by narrative, 2 of the owls I've killed have been completely by accident.
Next up is Bimbus. You notice
Bimbus!
the 2 owls. They're kind of flopping and flapping. They look like they're trying to start to move away from the maid now.
Fun. And what he does is they just go Bimbus, 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 and they just like go and slash.
Cool. Do you have a... Oh, you got an axe, don't you?
Axe. Yep.
Cool. Do you want to roll 2d6 plus skill and any advanced skills?
What is you? Plus what?
So 2d6 plus skill. And do you have any relevant advanced skills?
I have ace fighting or fist fighting. So ace fighting, I think.
Ace
might be
fighting,
relevant.
did you say?
Yeah, I think that one's relevant.
Let me just double check what it says. Load faster, load faster.
because I have all the fighting ones. Fist fighting, awareness, strength, wrestling, ace fighting. Those are mine.
Bloody hell. Okay, you're made
Yeah.
for fighting.
Yeah. Bimbus is made for fighting.
Okay, yeah, I would add ace fighting to your roll and
Okay.
skills.
Cool. So how do I add it? Is it just the total?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 12.
Cool. Yeah, you get the owl. Could you roll a d6 as well, please?
Yep. 2.
Cool. So you get it slightly off center. You manage to sort of clip its wing, and much like you see maybe in dogfights on old war films or whatnot, this owl flies past you, but doing barrel rolls.
Oh lord.
It's still alive. It just can only fly around in barrel rolls now.
Okay.
Cool. Purple. Hey, it's Primus again.
Primus, there you go.
Oh, please no.
So yeah, there is an owl that's spiraling out of control, and there is another owl that's kind of leaving the maid.
Could he, like, he accidentally hits the owl on his toe somehow when kneeling, and then like noticing that, he's like just stands up like, oh my god, and with the backswing of the astrolabe to then put his hands on his head, accidentally hit the spiraling out of control owl.
Yeah, sure thing. Do you want to roll 2d6 plus your skill, please?
Yeah. Well, that's only a 9.
Cool. So, yeah. So you kind of so describe what you do again. Sorry.
So like he, from the start, he hit one owl on purpose and it died.
Yeah.
And then on his backswing, accidentally hit another owl and then it died. And then he just dropped to his knees like, oh my god, what is going on? What? I didn't mean to kill these owls. I love owls. And then, but then they were attacking the maid, so he swung at one and he missed. And on the backswing, somehow it went towards his toes while he was kneeling down. But then there was an owl there as well, and he hit that owl. Then it died, and he sees that, and he's like, oh my god, and he stands up, and he just swings his arms to put his arms on his head, and he swings at an owl while doing that.
Yep, so you properly just... like how in a boxing match or sometimes you can just get that pressure point that just gets you. Like an instant knockout. You do that with an owl at the same kind of way that you would against another boxer, but obviously because this owl is hurting and is small, you do that and you snap its neck. That thing is dead. You don't even need to roll damage because he's dead.
He just, hands on head, looks over, he's like, what?
just a haiku of ass.
Yeah, just 5 syllables. And then refrigerator. He says it almost to himself with his eyes closed, just like refrigerator, like a calming mantra.
Right. So where are we now? Okay, so stick, yeah. So you're there, you're at the end of the corridor. It's a fair few feet away, but there is another owl. One owl left, really.
Is it the barrel? No.
No, the barrel one got clocked just a second ago.
I just had to make sure.
You look to your left slightly, and all you see is Primus with many owl carcasses around him.
Can I try to catch the owl and throw it at Primus? He seems to be great
So
at
what,
hitting
are you
owls.
gonna run? You're gonna run and pitch an owl at Primus? Okay.
I am.
Yep. Okay. So could you? We'll do the same again. If you roll 2d6 plus your skill with fisticuffs.
Let me just open my sheet up. This is so stupid. That's a 9.
Cool. So yeah, you sort of jump up to grab it, but he's just too high up now, and you miss and fall onto your face, and I'm gonna say that is your go now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay on the floor.
Cool.
I just look up at the owl.
Noticing all his owl buddies are actually all dead, apart from the one that's outside, kind of scratching at the window. This owl's angry eyebrows now they sort of rotate a bit into a look of worry and concern, and will peg it down the hallway away from you guys. Congratulations, you have decimated a swarm of owls.
Fun.
That was great.
Yay!
As you do this, the maid who was weeping kind of notices that the owls aren't attacking her anymore, and sort of uses a mop to sort of steady herself, and she's just like, oh, thank you so much. I need a cigarette break. Do any of you have a light?
Primus, just hands on head, says, I stand here broken, as owl feathers upon wind. And he brings the hand down with the astrolabe and looks at it, and it's just bloodied and full of feathers, and just looks at her and says, refrigerator?
She
Thank
looks
you.
at you with a quizzical eye, and
Refrigerator.
I take that as a no, then. Sorry for the click. And looking at the other two, who I'm assuming do not have lighters either.
No, I'm just laying on the floor. I'm not even.
Oh yeah, you're just on the floor, aren't you?
I'm just laying on the floor.
She just looks at the bloodied mess, and she's just like, I am not cleaning this up, and then just sort of trundles down the stairs, walking over Stick. And yeah, you have successfully cleared the first floor. At this point,
Nice.
you can you see as you finish this, just a bit further down the corridor, you hear a ding, and the sound of elevator doors opening. Inside you hear second floor. You can choose to either continue up the stairs or take the lift.
Well, Primus is just looking at his astrolabe. He's not making any decisions.
Do you think there's more owls in the other corridors?
I mean, hopefully not for Primus's sake. Maybe something like Creepy Crawly instead, so that he doesn't love it.
Yeah. Maybe there's creepy crawlies in the elevator. Are you okay, Primus? Like, why are you like this?
Do you ask why is he like this?
Yes. Just laying on the floor next to you.
You're still laying down.
Yeah.
I'd imagine like you laying down, but you just like pushed yourself along the floor using only your legs, like just to be there
Yes.
facing up to him. Why are you like this?
Yes. I love this stupid ass girl.
It's just like I um uh hmm refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
And he just closes his eyes and solemnly nods.
What? Why do you keep saying refrigerator?
I don't know why he keeps doing that.
It's he just puts the astrolabe away. He doesn't want to look at that anymore. Maybe he can think a bit straighter. It's well, it's it'd be very hard to explain to somebody like you. I think it's a very complicated mathematical procedure to do with poems and things like that. I don't think you'd understand it really.
Are you calling me stupid? That's like really rude. You just killed like 6 hours.
Wait, no. Can I do a mathemology check? Did I kill 6 owls?
Yeah, can you roll under your skill plus mathemology?
Okay. Under it.
Yeah, this is a skill check, so you have to match or go underneath your skill plus mathemology.
So my wait, hang on. So my total of rank and skill is 9. So I have to roll under that.
You have
Okay,
to
yeah,
roll
okay,
2d6
sorry.
under 9, yeah.
Okay, that's 7.
Cool, you killed 4 of them.
It doesn't make me feel any better.
No?
No, it was only 4. Wait, what was the question? There's too many.
I guess why you like those.
Oh,
Refrigerator.
oh, oh, yeah, no, yes, of course. So there's I was made to study maths and stuff like that and the stars and everything, and you know, but I don't really like that. I kind of like poetry a lot more. So I like haikus because they work with maths. You know, it's like 575 and all that kind of thing, but they're sometimes really hard to think of on the fly. So the word for refrigerator really works very well at the end of it. So yeah. Just sighs at me.
That wasn't that good.
What was that? Sorry.
I was like, that wasn't that girl.
Well, no, it wasn't. But look.
They're trying.
He just hangs his head. Oh,
It's
Just-
okay.
oh, I like owls.
Well, there's one outside still if you want him. I mean, he's scratching against the window out there.
No, I think it's best I don't. They were attacking that lady and she seemed in trouble and I tried to help and oh my.
You did one thing, you helped, so it's fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're right, it's fine. It's all fine.
You helped. You
We should
did
move
good.
on. Let's. I want to not see this anymore. Thank you.
I close
Yep,
my eyes.
ahead we go.
Cool. Are you going on the stairs or the elevator?
Elevator.
Cool.
Can I give Primus a hug? Is that allowed?
Can you give who a hug, sorry?
Primus.
Primus. Because he's broken.
If you wanna, he won't decline a hug.
Okay, and give him a hug. After I get up from the floor.
I was wondering.
Wait, are you still cowering? Because then I'll just give you a hug from the floor.
No, he stood up and stuff. He makes sure not to get his bloody feathered astrolabe on you at all.
Oh God, I just said, and I kind of put an arm out for Bimbus, so they can also.
Hug time, and they hug
Oh,
very, very tightly. Very strong little boy.
ow, that really hurts. Actually, you're really strong. Is that a dwarf thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe your bones are just fragile.
You know what? They are. Thanks for noticing.
You're welcome. It's like kind of cool. And they push their hair behind their ear a little jokingly.
Yeah, I think I totally break my bones.
Your like bones are so fragile.
This feels like flirting. No, yeah, just tight hug, good hug. I would try to lift up Bimbus too, but like I don't know if I can.
I mean, if you can't, I'll climb you.
Oh my God. Okay, I try to lift Bimbus. Do I have to roll for this? I'm kind of wimpy.
Yeah, I would say so. Just 2d6 plus your skill. Yeah, go roll onto 2d6 plus your skill.
Okay. Under 2d6 plus my skill?
Oh wait, no, sorry. Roll 2d6 and it has to be under your skill. There we go.
Yeah, I rolled my skill, so like I rolled a 5. Like I rolled a 1 and a 4, so it's a 5.
Okay, yeah, that is a success then.
I
Cool.
barely lift. I barely lift Bimbus. like like really struggling.
I'm going to mount. I'm going to mount them.
Oh,
Go on their shoulder.
did you say go on the floor?
No, but now I will.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay.
On the floor.
Okay, I'm on the floor.
And then he goes onto your shoulders. Now up.
Go up. Is that alright for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just carrying Bimbus now.
Yep.
Forever.
Oh, we can now grant VIP status to our viewers.
Fun.
I don't know what that means.
No, neither do I. I can click learn more and read about it later. Right, so...
I can
Okay.
I can ring.
So what do we have? We have Primus, who has just been cuddled. We have Stick with Bimbus riding them.
Awooga.
Right, and you had...
Awooga.
Oh, I love this.
And you head towards the elevator.
Yeah.
So as you head towards the elevator, coming out is a sweet old lady, kind of, you imagine, slightly rotund, sort of little grey hair, kind of doddering to themselves, just chatting and whatnot, as she sort of slowly leaves and goes, walks away from, further down the corridor away from you. As you enter the elevator, there is another mandrill there who tips its hat and says, good evening there. I'm assuming you are going up to the 6th floor?
Yep, exactly. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
I want to look at his shoes.
You've got a value thing, haven't you? So if you roll 2d6 and under your advanced skill.
Oh shit. Under the advanced skin. That's a 7. I think my advanced skill is 7, right? For evaluate. Yeah, it is. It's tough.
So you go. This one is. You can tell this one's wearing more fitting shoes. They are more expensive. They're quite shiny. You can almost see a reflection in them as you sort of look towards it.
Oh gee, no, not the reflection. No, but I just mumble like out to, I guess, Bimbus, or I just wanted to say Primus. Bimbus and Primus.
Primus!
I don't remember how to say it.
Slowly, Primus becomes me. You could call that bimbusification.
Bimbusification. And I'm Stimbus. Hello, we're Bimbus, Stimbus, and Primus.
This is a mess.
I love this. No, but I just kind of move out to them, like, at least this one has nicer shoes.
What's with your
you-
obsession with shoes?
Could you roll 2d6 plus your skill for me? As you say that.
Hey. Plus my shoes. Plus my shoes.
Shoes.
2d6 plus your shoes.
Plus your shoes, please add your shoes.
Your shoe size.
That's a 13.
Uh,
2d6 plus my shoes.
Cool. So as you say that, the mandrill sort of ears prick and goes, "Ah, you like my shoes, do you? They are very fancy, are they not?" And he's got a nice wide smile on his face.
That feels like
That sounds terrifying.
that is terrifying. This is Wraith, right? Is it Wraith?
It's not.
It's
right.
right.
Oh no!
Wow.
He says, "My name is well, I'm the lift boy, and my name is Wraith. I'll be taking you up to the floor you need to get to."
Yeah, totally not a mountain.
Totally not a mountain. Not going to a mountain at all.
It's no mountain, I promise you. And he's just about to press the button to close the door, and he goes, "Oh, it looks like we have one more." And he sort of reaches down behind him. He pulls out a gas mask, and he fits that on his face. And as you turn around, there is just this green mass cloud of green gas that kind of, inside of it you can see what looks to be some kind of biological bladder balloon thing just floating it, and around there is just like a fancy piece, like a fancy necklace, and it sort of blobs in. And let me just click this link just to see what it says.
Is it floating, or is it just rolling along the floor?
It's floating.
Okay.
And as... Oh, Christ, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I've lost my page. There it is, cool. As it comes in, it kind of occupies the entire space. Do any of you have any strength advanced skills?
I do.
Brilliant. Cool. So could everybody roll 2d6 and see if that goes under your skill, apart from Bimbus, who will check if it goes against their advanced skill.
Cool.
So 2d6 plus skill.
No, roll. You need to roll
2d6
under your skill.
Under skill. Okay, I see.
Okay. I rolled a 3, so yay!
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah. I rolled a 4, which is under my advanced skill.
Brilliant.
I also got a 4.
Cool.
Oh
So,
my god.
noticing that this Madra was putting a mask on, and seeing this massive cloud of gas come in, you hold your breath, just as a reaction. And yeah, you are now in this lift. You're holding your breath. The Mandrill closes the door and pulls the lever to start going up. What do you try and do as you wait here, almost suffocating due to the gaseous form?
Could I, using my mathemology, try to observe just where would be the best place in this lift to be to not deal with this,
Okay, yeah. Could you roll 2d6
if possible?
and see if it goes underneath your advanced skill?
Okay. So yeah, I got an 8, and my advanced skill is 9.
Cool. So,
If there is such a place in the lift, anyway.
So as you're looking around, this thing covers the whole elevator. What you do notice is that the greeniness, as you sort of bob your head down, is slightly less green at the bottom. And what I say is, if you have to make this thing check again, your skill will get +1 for the duration of this lift ride. So you have essentially 1 point of advantage. Stick, Bimbus, anything that you two want to do?
Bimbus, being stupid as all hell, is going to try to talk through not breathing. Kind of like, when you're kind of talking like this, and goes, "Hello, I hope you're having a good day."
Is that at the gas
Yeah.
thing? Cool. As you do that, you notice that these bladders, the one that's wearing the necklace around, sort of turns towards you. Could you roll 2d6 and see if that hits under your skill?
Yes. It definitely does not.
No. So you notice it look at you, but you cannot. You've got its attention, but you can't tell if it's inquisitive. You can't tell any kind of emotion behind it. So you can carry on if you want to communicate with it. Or you've got its attention now.
Just Bibbis takes that as a successful interaction, as they take most interactions as successful interactions, and we'll stop now.
Okay. Cool. So it essentially notices you, and that's the end of your turn then.
Mhm.
Cool. And Stick. I like to say that you probably notice that now this thing you're able to communicate to it after seeing Bimbus communicate with it.
I'm just thinking because I have etiquette. And I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. And I'm like, can I somehow politely try to tell it that we can't fucking breathe?
Okay, so you want to test etiquette.
Yeah, I don't know what to. It's like, the polite cough, but the one that's annoying enough for them to notice that they can't fucking breathe. And I'm just staring the thing down. This is very, very polite, by the way.
Okay, yeah, could you roll
Definitely do this.
Can you roll 2d6 underneath your etiquette then?
Oh my god. Under etiquette.
Yeah. So under your skill plus etiquette.
Yeah, so I rolled a 10 and my etiquette is 6.
Yeah, okay. So Yeah, it looks at you. It notices the coughing. Could you roll another 2d6 and see if that hits under your... Actually, no, just roll 2d6 plus your skill.
Okay. Ooh, 2d6 plus my skill. That is 9 plus 5. No, wait, sorry.
14.
6 plus 5 is not 9. 6 plus 5 is 11. Plus 5 is 16.
Oh my
So I
god.
can't do math. The 2.5 hour stream.
Mhm.
Again,
Great.
you can't read. It's there's communication going on, but neither of you know what it is.
I cough louder.
Okay.
I'm still staring directly at it. What?
Okay, yeah. Do you want to try another etiquette roll then?
Sure.
I was gonna. Could I notice what Stick is trying to do?
Yeah, yeah.
Out of
Could-
5. It's
Could I? Oh,
No, do it anyway.
Do it anyway. Yeah.
I was gonna
Do it
say. Just while crouching in the corner, in whatever fresher of air there is, I just say, because obviously Stick's having a bad time, Bimbus is bimbusing, and I just say, I really can't breathe. Intoxicating in here. Refrigerator. And also imitates the
cough.
polite cough. Yeah.
Okay, so did you say you managed to roll underneath your etiquette this time?
I did.
Yep, cool. Primus, could you roll 2d6 plus your skill, please? Oh, Niko?
Oh wait, sorry. I need to roll under two.
And can you roll 2d6 plus your skill and just tell me the result?
Oh, sorry. 2d6 plus skill.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay, cool. So noticing the coughing around, it's sort of, you see wobbling around and you see the green receding into itself and kind of into the corner of the elevator. And now what's there is just like a very dense gas, but the rest of the room is now breathable. And yeah, you managed to convince this gas form that you guys need air to breathe.
Coughing loudly always works.
Woo!
And yeah, so as this goes on, you're awkwardly now just standing there. The mandrill takes his mask off, and you hear a bit of music playing. And after a bit, you hear a bing. The mandrill goes, 3rd floor, and the doors open, and just straight across the lift, you see a market stall. So a counter. Behind the counter are a couple of shelves. And standing there is this egg-shaped thing with a wide smiley face, big eyes. Its sort of face is on like an egg-shaped body, and coming out of the sides are 2 tiny arms that kind of look like they wouldn't even reach the top shelf. And you cannot see the legs as it's behind the counter, but you would assume that they are also quite small. He's probably standing on a box. And as you enter or exit the elevator, you see this this smile, a massive smile, a teethy smile that covers pretty much the whole of his body. Kind of like, have you ever seen My Neighbor Totoro? No?
Yes?
Yes? You know the cat bus's smile? It just covers the whole
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big smile like that. It's alarmingly big. And as he sort of smiles, he reaches his arm down and he sort of picks up this bag of rotten passion fruit, and he pulls one out and he sort of underarms throws it towards the mandrill, who opens its mouth gladly, and it just lands proper good in its mouth, and the mandrill reaches in and just starts nibbling on it, and as you look back, this thing just looks at you and goes, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the shop. Please buy something. I don't think you're going to be going for a long time unless you buy something." And he points at the mandrill, who is just completely enamored with the passion fruit. And as he sort of, before he finishes it and notices what's going on around him, this merchant picks up another passion fruit and lobs it. This mandrill is now real distracted. And if you sort of look behind the merchant, you can see an array of goods. Do you want to say anything to him, or do you want me to read out what the goods are that you can see?
I would like to read.
Okay, let me see if I can just copy and paste this. Yes, I can. Good. Oops. Let me select things. Okay, it's making me select the whole page at once, so let me do some tiny bit of text editing. Paste. That's not helpful. I need to add spaces to them, but as I'm putting this up, I will. It's for 52 points. How do you enter a new line into Discord? Is it Shift and Enter?
Yep.
Cool. So just give me a sec. For some reason, the casing of the words here is mixed, so
I'm just gonna be right back, like 20 seconds quick.
Cool. Shift Enter. Shift Enter. Cool. Right, so you see.
Okay, I'm back as well.
Brilliant. I'm just about to read out what you need. I'll put them in the art channel accidentally, but you see a pair of ruby lorgnettes for 32 silver. No, 32 pennies. Sorry. I don't know what the conversion between pennies and silver pennies are. I'm guessing 32 is 3 silver and 2 pennies. A selection of stuffed owls, which are very lifelike, soft, and posable, at 6 pennies per.
Oh no.
A tray of pocket gods, costing 5 silver each. A single tin of jellied prunes. Eating them will require the imbiber to test their luck, or else feel sick for the rest of the day. That's for 2 silver. A pail of goose grease, which is 15 silver and is very slippery. And smelling salt for 3 silver a vial.
What is a lodgenette?
Sorry?
What is a lord?
I don't know. Let me have a quick Google.
Sounds like a slipper.
Oh, they're like
See, not a fish.
opera glasses. Like glasses on a stick.
Oh. At least it didn't say it was probably a fish. Okay.
Also, there are stuff like just general snacks and toiletries. As you're perusing them, the gaseous form sort of floats towards the thing. The merchant sort of bounces up and down a bit. And the merchant goes, "Oh yes, of course," and he grabs the last packet of salt and vinegar crisps and hands them over, and the gaseous form kind of like subsumes it into its being and then bobbles down the road, down the hallway.
What's the selection of stuffed owls like?
The selection of stuffed owls, they're kind of like, if you imagine like hand-sized owls. They're kind of felted, so they look more lifelike. They're quite hard. They're not like they're not like squeezy. They're not like plush. But you can move their heads. Their heads move 360 degrees around. You can pose their wings.
I'm gonna take one of those.
He goes, "Oh, of course. What a fine choice. That'll be 6 pennies, please."
And I get that.
Cool. So let's say that takes. So that'll leave you 4.5 silver.
Yep.
Yep. So he grabs the stuff down and goes, "Would you like a gift wrapped at all?"
No, thank you.
No. Okay. And hand you the stuffed owls. It's a set of 3.
Lovely.
Did they look anything like the owls that we just killed?
Yeah, they are modelled exactly.
I love them.
As he hands them over, he goes, "These are modelled exactly on the owls that perch on top of the hotel that you might see flying around day to day."
How's Primus doing?
Well, attention being drawn to these owls. I mean, he'd be looking at everything like very interested, like, yes, interesting. Then being brought over to that, he'd be like, just and just step back, turn around, and just pull out his astrolabe and just start picking feathers out of it, just dropping them on the floor. Just need to get rid of all of this memory. This can go.
This can go.
This can go now.
I'm gonna pick up the single tin of jellied prunes.
Okay, she's like, a person of taste, I see. These are a rare antiquity. If you look at the bottom, printed on it, it says best before 1903. That was plenty of time ago now. I mean, I would eat them at your own risk, and that will be 2 silver. For those.
I just go like, they're not evil. I want them. And I'm gonna hand over 2 silver.
Cool. And
Introduces me to 4 silver.
as those things are handed over, Primus, you just notice this overbearing presence just on you. It feels like you're being watched by everything, and as you look up, you just notice that it's this merchant just staring at you. The mandrill behind you has finished eating his pomegranate, and without looking away from you, this thing grabs another pomegranate, throws it, and it goes straight into the mandrill's mouth perfectly. And for you, sir...
Is cleaning? This is anything to clean this?
And he goes, yes, I think we've got something here or there. And he ducks down a bit, and you hear some scraping and clattering and whatnot.
Price with all of your money.
And after a while, he pops back up, and there's like a cloth and just a spray bottle, but it looks like it's been well used. And he's like, well, we have this second-hand cleaning set. I've heard that it comes from, well, I mean, I've heard that royalty have owned it before, but for you, my good friend, I can see there's a bit of sadness in your eyes. This will just cost, merely 1 silver.
Yep, perfect.
Cool.
Thank you. Hands over the 1 silver and just immediately start spraying and wiping.
Go on, he said, oh, thank you very much. I've heard that it is a festival on the top floor. I hope you enjoy your day. And
Eva.
as he sort of says that, he quickly jumps up and grabs some shutters, and they just come tumbling down just before those shutters hit the counter. A couple more of the pomegranates just fly out, and the mandrill catches them in either hand and pockets them. And if you turn around, you just hear this kind of like sorry about that. If you don't mind, we can go up to the next floor if you like, or if you want to take the stairs, you can take the stairs.
Next floor, please.
Oh, come on in, then. Come on in.
As we're walking back to the elevator, I'm like scratching out the best before date, and I'm gonna change it to like next year.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna offer the mandrill a prune.
I'd like to say that it is a tin, so they will open the tin and you won't be able to... Well, actually, yeah, no, you can do that, yep. And the mandrill kind of goes, well, I mean, I can't say no to more fruit.
I mean, it's full of jelly prunes. You can take one.
And yeah, so he sort of gets his pinky and thumb, sort of the claws on the end, reaches in, grabs one, and I'm going to have to do a roll now.
I mean, it's right. He should suffer.
Where is the stat block for this mandrill? Sorry about this. Scrolling the wrong way. Cool, yep, so, okay, he starts munching him away, and he closes the door, and you go up to the next floor. As you're waiting, and you hear, like, real bad stomach growling, and the mandrill, you look at him, he's trying to save face, he's gritting his mouth, and you can see sweat coming down his forehead. He's not looking too great. And you go up to the 4th floor, and the mandrill sort of opens the door, and he's just like, 4th floor. And as the door opens, you see a scrawny woman in like a big like leather apron, kind of like the butchers of old. And even before you see her, you just hear, come on, get in. And as the doors open, tigers just appear, and she is trying to push them into this lift. And I mean, it's pretty tight already before then, so these tigers have to sort of like get up on their hind legs, and they're kind of like standing up with their hands up against the wall. and you're now sharing space with 3 tigers. They seem to be
Yes.
pretty well behaved. It's the mandrel's kind of like taking it as something that's normal. He's kind of fighting down the sickness, but he's like stroking the tail, sort of flicking it, whatnot. The mandrel kind of like tries to look over as well and goes, are you entering at all? And the woman at the back kind of goes, oh, no, I've got too many tigers here. We'll wait for the next one. Just take them up. And he's just like, well, okay then, and closes the door, pulls the lever. As you start going up, you are now in a box with 3 tigers. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to just stay there?
Bimbus would like to pet them, please.
Cool. Okay.
Should I lean down so
Pet.
Bimbus can pet them? Should I lean down so Bimbus can pet?
I mean, tigers are big. You're probably still underneath its head, so I'm guessing that Bimbus will be like scratching at a chin of a tiger or something like that.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep.
Baby.
Cool. So it's purring. Its ears.
Oh.
You know, like when cats' ears kind of like fold to the side a bit.
Yeah.
It's doing that. It's pretty happy.
These
It
are
scratches.
absolutely the cutest tigers in the whole world, guys.
Do you think I'm also allowed to pet them?
You can try.
Yeah.
I can't just put my hand up like very nervously. To pet.
So yeah, you notice that its eyes looking at your hand. You hear a bit of a. You can't tell if it's a growl or a purr. Really, it's a general tiger noise. And you start. Where do you want to try and pet?
Just like on its head.
Yep. So you pet it on its head, and it starts purring twice as loud.
They're so happy.
Bimbus, I think it's happy.
So loved.
Yeah, Primus. Anything that you want to do?
He just says, magnificent beast, majestic on savannah, refrigerator.
Nice.
He's feeling better now. His astrolabe is all clean and stuff.
As you start this, one of the tigers' ears pricks and looks at you, and after hearing the whole haiku and its imaginative beauty, you just get a solemn nod of appreciation from it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean you're in this for 30 seconds to a minute. The mandrel goes, right, we are entering the 5th floor now. Bing, the doors open, and there you just see someone kind of in an apron as well, but it's not a thick leather apron like the previous person. It's kind of like, you know, those aprons that like kids wear when they want to do finger painting or something like that, like a thin plastic on there.
Yeah.
It's one of those, and this
Like a smock?
yeah, like a smock, yeah. And pinned to it is it says Darren. Please be patient with me, I'm new. And on the smock itself, it says Tiger Trainers for this world and beyond. And he's like, oh, brilliant. Okay, come on then. Oh Christ! And he sort of looks, and he's got pen written on his hand. He's like, oh, I sweated a bit. He sort of like keeps sort of bringing it closer and further away from his face, and goes, okay, so Bartleby, one of the tigers' ears pricks up. Erasmus, and Bob. And the tigers recognise that their names have been called. They growl together. The one that Bimbus and Stick were caressing sort of rubs against them a bit more, and before leaving, the one that was next to Primus as he was regaling a haiku.
Very important. Which ones were that? Those.
Oh god. Okay, so the one by Primus was Bartleby, and the one by you guys was Bob.
Lovely.
Bartleby again nods in appreciation at Primus, and they all leave.
Just a nod.
My heart is broken.
Well, the bridges aren't burnt. We can see them again.
Darren tips his hat at you guys and says,
May our pathways meet once more.
So yeah, Darren tips his hand, goes, I'll see you all soon, and sort of scurries off with the tigers. As the Madrigal closes the door and starts moving up, behind you just hear it. And as you all turn around, there is just a person there. He's probably about 6'5". He's wearing black suit, black shirt, red tie. Bimbus, could you roll? What are your advanced skills again?
Punchy punch. Let me look. Where is fist fighting, awareness, strength, wrestling, and ace fighting.
And what was that last one? Sorry.
Ace fighting.
Okay. Let me just check the dwarf and the stats quickly. Cool. Could you roll 2d6 and see if it goes under your skill plus 2, please?
It does, just barely.
It
so
does?
That's a 5.
Brilliant. So you can tell that this suit is woven with some kind of very strong metal. It's essentially like a kind of armor that also holds the suit is practical as well. And by his side, this mysterious stranger is also holding a lance about 7 foot tall, adorned with gems and gilded and everything like that. And as you turn around and see him, he nods at you.
How the fuck did that guy get in here?
Oh, this mysterious stranger.
Yeah, is he the devil?
He nods at you, and he one of his hands sort of reaches forwards, and he sort of does a come here motion with 2 of his fingers.
To who?
Just to you as a group.
I kind of look around. I look at you guys and just kind of
secret! Ooh, secrets.
I think we're gonna get killed. And I just kind of walk toward him.
Yeah, heading over.
Wait, am I still carrying you?
Bimbus, are you still being carried?
Yeah, but I can come down if you don't want to go.
No, I started walking. I'm just like, wait, am I carrying you?
Yeah, you are.
What? I guess what both of us into death. No.
Yeah, fun. That's where I want to be.
Cool. So, noticing you two coming over, he sort of jumps up excitedly and starts waving. Waves right in front of your face stick, and then looks up a bit and sort of waves right in front of Bimbus's face. And then he sort of, with 2 hands, sort of does more of a come here motion, and then puts 1 finger up in front of his lips like a shh, and then he sort of quite widely sweeping his hands out to the right hand side, bringing an open palm to his belly, and then he sort of rubs it kind of in a I'm a hungry motion, and then puts a hand out with his left hand whilst he's still rubbing with his right.
I take out a prune.
Cool. And do you put it in his hand, or do you offer it like in a tin to him still?
I hold out the tin.
Okay.
Like, not the whole tin. I not open, like, in a way of, like, take one, you know?
Okay, yeah. So that open hand sort of closes in a kind of really fancy way, where it starts off with the pinky finger closing, followed by the ring finger, the middle finger, and the index, and the thing. As his hand turns around, and you just see the finger and the index finger and the thumb just reach in, pull out a prune, and his hand turns around, so he's sort of like inspecting it against the light, and he sort of nods. And he chucks it up in the air, and so it sort of just spins around, and it sort of bounces off his nose and into his mouth, and you just hear this kind of like slap. And he bows to you and shakes your hand, and
What do we get in return?
nothing.
Sugar deal.
He just kind of just elbows up to you and kind of wants to be close to you, and that's about it.
Okay, I guess I
He's a
take him
pal,
up on
he's
it.
a
I take him
friend.
into the elevator, even though I just poisoned him
Oh,
on purpose.
he's already in the elevator. He appeared in the elevator behind you. He was in the elevator.
Oh, yeah. I thought we left the elevator to talk to this guy.
No, the tigers left, and then you turned around and he was there.
I guess since we're buddy now, I'm just leaning against him.
Cool. Yep, and you feel a little cuddle.
I believe he is the devil.
The mandrill just sort of looks and goes, okay then. Presses the button to close the door, flips the what's it called? The lever to go up. And as you reach there, you kind of hear like a rhythmic thumping as you go there. Yeah, cool. And the doors open, the thumping's a bit louder, and he's just like, well, here is where your room is, I believe. And he kind of goes, right, come on, let's go, I've got to serve more customers. And do you guys walk out?
Wait, so this is the 6th floor, right?
This is the 6th floor. This is the floor where your guys' room is. You hear a thumping, like music, kind of, you know, when you hear that, it's kind of bassy noise. It's coming from above you, not on this floor. But the mandrill has indicated that he is going back down.
Is our friend still with us?
Depends. Do you leave the elevator? I mean, he looks pretty buddy with you, to be honest.
I mean, if we were to leave, I'd just drag him with us.
Okay, cool.
You poison him and then you drag him along everywhere just to check in on his poison status.
He doesn't fight what goes on.
I just drag him along now.
Cool. He happily follows you. Yep.
And as he does, Bimbus says, because he's about at the same height right now, right?
Mhm. Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
he is.
he looks into his eyes. He's like, you don't know how much I admire your attitude in life. You're a good dude. That's all.
Hearing that, this kind stranger. I mean, as you look into his eyes, you just see like a vacuous nothing.
I love it. The void. Exactly what I strive to be as Bimbus.
As you kind of look at it, your head starts aching as well. But hearing those words, he kind of takes a step back and does this massive, illustrious bow. And as his arm sweeps to his front, as he bows over, and his other hand goes to the back behind him, you're not sure if they're real, but sort of sparkles come and fly off his hand.
so cool. So yeah, he's just kind of like looking back as Stick is doing all the walking.
I'm not walking away without him. He's my friend now.
He will follow. He will follow very
I
closely.
wanna hold his. I just wanna hold his hand.
Cool. Yep. So Bimbus, as you have the key, you look at the number on there, and sort of as you sort of look at it, you see it's got number 605 on the key. Could you roll a skill check? So 2d6 under your skill.
Who's rolling a skill check?
You are, John.
Cool.
Bimbus skills.
Ooh, horrible. That was a 7, and my skill is a 4 in general.
Cool, you have no idea where this room is.
Bimbus does not have skills. Okay, so how about we just push the key into every door and see which one it fits in and works?
I think that's a brilliant idea. Or we could do math.
Thanks. I'm known for my
brilliant
brilliant ideas.
You have brilliant ideas. I respect you so much.
Maybe
Hey,
just
Bimbus.
to save time. Is there a number on the key? Maybe.
I will hand over the key.
Is there a number on the key?
There is a number on the key, sorry. I did mention it earlier, and I can't remember what number I said, so let's say it says...
5, right?
You said 605, I
Okay,
think.
yep, okay, yeah, it says 605 on there.
Okay, well, we'll find room 605 and see if it opens.
Cool. Can you roll your math, whatever it's called?
My mathemology.
Mathemology, yeah. Can you roll to see if you get under that?
Sure. I did. I got a 3.
Brilliant. Okay, so you look at the door in front of you, which is 614. You look to the left, which is 613, and you look to the right, which is 611. Looking at it, you know, okay, that's not a normal order. You look further along, one of them's got 62, and the other one's got 699, and you bring out your abacus, you sort of tick around, you point at things, and you know exactly where it is. You've done some math, God knows. You've touched the fabric of reality itself and peered beneath the matrix, and you realise that you go left and it's down there at some point. As you go down there, you hit your door. So to the right is your door, and to the left is another stairway with a little sign that says roof, and then there's kind of like that's on the wall, and then there is a sign that's on like a plinth or whatnot that points up and says the Feast of the Chiliarch upstairs. So you can go to the room, you can go upstairs, and do whatever you like.
Bounce on the bed!
Cool, so you go into the room then.
Everyone go to the bed.
Yep,
I
I'm
drag
hearing that.
my new friend into the room, and I kind of just like, I walk up to one of the beds, and I like kind of do like a quick forward jerking motion, and
Toss me.
just yeets.
Yes!
Onto the bed.
Cool. Okay, I'll give this to you. What advanced skills do you have, Stick?
I keep opening the wrong tab. I have awareness, evaluate, second sight, etiquette, fist fighting, and run.
Could you roll under your awareness, please?
Okay. Ooh, that's a 9, and my awareness is a 7. So.
Cool. So you don't notice
I am
it,
unaware.
but you yeet Bimbus into a complimentary basket of colourful boiled eggs.
Wow.
That's what it says in the book.
Okay.
Hoping
I
that
mean,
it's fucking eggs. Hoping I get
they are boiled, so you won't get yolk or whatnot over you. But it's, you know, you got a bit of boiled egg in your hair now, in your clothes.
I'm gonna get out of the basket, get on all fours, and shake it out like a dog.
Cool.
While that's happening, is there any of the, the cleaning spray I brought and stuff? Is there any of that left?
Yeah.
Could I spray it on Bimbus and just help and just wipe Bimbus down a little bit?
Yep, you can clean Bimbus down as well.
Yeah, I do that.
I have to imagine it's just as difficult as like bathing a dog. So, like, they move quite a lot.
I try.
Yeah, it's most clean by the end of it.
Okay,
Yay!
Yep. So, yep, you're in your room. You can hear the thumping upstairs. It sounds like you're not going to get some sleep right away. You can either choose to stay here or, at the concierge request, join the party upstairs.
What time of day is it? Like, is it nighttime? Can I see any stars out the window?
This is late evening, so there will be early evening. So this is kind of just as the stars appear, but still, it's still not late. It's warm as well. Kind of like a summer's evening. So yeah, you can see stars.
Could I look out the window using some astrology and my astrolabe and just like what stars? I mean, I don't want anything too specific, I guess. I'm just gonna spout some stuff, see what happens. What stars are most prominent, or what guiding stars are there? What general significance do they have, I guess, in terms of folklore and stuff like that, and just see what kind of night people around here might take this to be, if anything, just from what the stars might say.
Okay, so you're trying to make me
'Cause
make some lore at the top of my fucking head.
Yeah, because also astronomy is different to astrology, obviously. So I'm just seeing what people might think about these stars, not necessarily what they actually are or mean.
Okay, so
And also, I feel like I got in the lift with the devil, so I'm like, what? Maybe the stars will help with this. I don't know.
okay.
I mean,
Cool.
the devil is still with us.
Yeah, he's still.
The devil's still with us, and he's fun.
And I'm
Yeah,
having fun.
Still feel very unsettled. I would say, like, from the moment we noticed he was there, Primus was just in the corner of the lift, just clutching his astrolabe to his body, like, oh my god, what is this?
At the moment, you look at him before you look out to the thing, and he's just crouched down, just munching on broken bits of boiled egg.
Is he eating the shell?
Oh yeah, that's the colourful bit.
Definitely the
It's
devil.
like a Smartie or an M&M.
Definitely the devil.
Wait, if any of the eggs broke, I'm just handing him the eggshells, like also crouching on the ground, just like handing him shells.
Cool. Okay. Yep. So so Bimbus, just like a dog after a bath, has a manic moment and then is now curled up on the bed having a little rest. Sticker's crouched on the floor with the mysterious friend, feeding egg and eggshell, and you're standing a respectable distance away from the mysterious friend, with your astrolabe, kind of looking out to the stars. As you look up into the night sky, there are many shooting stars. It's quite common for this time of year. It's one of the reasons why the Chiliach festival is going on, which is kind of like a festival of like exuberance. It's like a real celebration. Everyone eats, drinks, just goes completely merry. You sort of look up and you notice this year is special because 5 planets are lined up, kind of in a line, and kind of the shooting stars are slalom, yeah, sort of like slaloming between them. You look at the constellations, and there are common ones that you know, and kind of lots of weird shapes. There is like the broken. Oh God, I gotta try and think of names. There is like the broken swimmer, which is sort of put in a sense of like what a pose of a swimmer would be, except for each of the legs have been split in 2, so kind of 4 legs of a swimmer. There are many other weird ones that I can't think to name at the moment because my mind has turned completely numb.
That's fine.
But you know,
I'll say I haven't rolled for this yet, by the way.
oh fuck! Go on, can you roll for it? Actually, I'm giving you this one for free.
Okay.
You're here for a long enough time to sort of, but from your knowledge of the land as well, you know that this is a point of the year where the certain stars are in certain places ready for certain festivities.
All right.
Nothing really. The stars don't say anything about the mysterious friend. He's just mysterious.
That's fair. The slaloming shooting stars sound extremely interesting though, and I guess having never seen those before is very good to view that from
It's
where I am
impressive.
now.
It's super rare. Being this high up in a hotel means that you sort of miss most of the light pollution that's below. Because that's how light pollution works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime, once in multiple lifetime event. So yeah, this makes the festivities even more festive.
All right. Well, it calms me down. I'm chill.
You're over the owls.
Yes, well and truly over the owls and the devil man in the room with us.
Mhm. As you should be. It was never a problem. The devil man is our new dad.
Yeah. And I'm feeding him eggshells.
Cool. So after a while, you rest up, I guess. Well, you pretty much. Well, Primus is pretty much cleaned up. Bimbus is cleaned up. Stick, is there any cleaning up you want to do of yourself or of the mysterious friend?
No, I just keep handing him food. And
Okay.
I want to ask, I want to ask what his name is, but I feel like he's not going to answer me.
He kind of moves his hands in a very like elaborate fashion, but you're not getting anything from him.
Is it sign language?
Oh my god, I'm going to mimic the way he moves his hands.
Yeah, Bimbus and Stick, if you try and roll 2d6 and see if it goes under your skill. Stick, you've got, let me just double check what you've got. You've got 23.
That is a 4, so yes.
So, okay, I'll put this with your
That
awareness.
was horrible to know.
Cool, Bimbus, you think it might be some kind of sign language that you just don't understand or whatnot. Stick, no, it's not any kind of sign language. It's just his way of trying to communicate something to you, but it's not any kind of language that you know.
But the specific motion he made, that's probably his name, right?
That's what he does when you ask it its name.
Okay. I'm gonna repeat the I'm gonna go like, hey, and I'm gonna repeat the motion with my hands. I think you're pretty cool. Whatever.
He bows, he thumbs up, he puts his hands up for a high five.
High five. But with extra that's still in my hands, so it crushes.
Cool. He receives the high five, looks down at his hands, and then just like licks up the rest of the things, the shells.
He's so creepy. I love him.
Cool. Yes. Do you want to go up to the festival?
I'm just like half laying on our new friend, and I'm like, do you guys want to go to this stupid party or whatever?
Yeah, but I don't really want to stay for dessert or anything.
Okay, sit
I
yourself.
don't know why, it just kind of squicks me out.
Oh, you don't like sweet things?
Mm-mm. Not when people eat them anyways. In front of me.
Good that these prunes taste like Aston.
Yeah, no. Fruit doesn't count. Fruit's okay.
Cool. And Primus, are you wanting to go up as well?
Yeah, he wants to go up. He'd say just like, well, it could be interesting up there. I mean, looking out here, the star formations I'm seeing and everything, and the planets aligning, and this is like a once in a lifetime thing, and the fact this party festival whatever is happening now. I mean, it's got to mean something, right? I'm sure something amazing is going to happen.
Hey, Primus,
Yep.
you're a nerd.
Just thinks back to his, high school and university days.
Imagine studying.
Yep. Just says, yep.
And Bimbus shrugs and just, it's cool. I like it. You're a good friend. And he heads off.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. You're a good friend as well.
I take hand Ocean's
Sorry.
hand. And I take
I
Primus's
really
hand,
like,
and I follow Bimbus.
yeah, I really like to think that when you said, yeah, you're a good friend too, Bimbus is already off like, Bimbus.
Already out the door around the corner. Doesn't even hear
Yeah.
I love Bimbus.
Receive anything? No.
I'm just gonna take Primus's hand, and I'm gonna take Hand Ocean's hand, and I'm just gonna walk out the door with
Hand
them.
Ocean's.
Wait, Primbus?
Yes, I'm calling you Primus now.
Okay.
Fine. If you say that to him, it's just fine. He accepts.
Alright, Primus.
Cool.
Come along.
And as you head up to the stairs, you open the door at the top, and you are on the roof. The view of the stars are even better up there. And around there are many, many people. Some in the middle are dancing as music plays in a fanciful fashion. Along the side there's much food and drink and massive fountains pouring out many kinds of drinks in different colours into glasses that people are quite happily drinking and laughing over. In another corner are massive, kind of like hookah pipes, all very fanciful shapes and whatnot, with worm-like people standing, sitting, crouching around, blowing out smoke in various shapes, and it's kind of a way of telling stories as these shapes turn into figures that dance in the night. And as you reach the top, yeah, it's just an amazing sight. You can see ahead of you is an open bar with just another mandrill there, just cleaning up glasses. Yeah, what would you like to do? Would you like to go to the food, the drink, the dance floor, the sort of storytelling area, I guess you'd call it?
I would like to dance, please. And thank you.
Cool. So yeah, Bimbus runs straight into the middle of the dance floor. Any particular kind of dance?
Horrible dancing.
Horrible dancing.
Awful, exuberant dancing.
Perfect. Primus and stick. And hand motion.
I want to take hand motion to the food table, and I want to just, if I see any sweets, I want to just take them and put them away. I want to hide them under the tablecloth.
Cool. Yeah. Hand motion is just ecstatic. He is literally jumping for joy. You see him flip. He does many cartwheels. Just like a Russian gymnast, just vaulting over the place. Doing like floor work, and then when he gets to the corner or where the food is, he stands up straight, puts his arms up right above him, turns around, bows, and then goes straight to the food and starts munching away. Primus.
He would, I guess, go to follow Bimbus, and then seeing that dancing's happening, he's like, nah. And then he'd like go to follow Stick, and then be like, well, I'm not really too bothered about the food, and just, yeah, Devil Man's there. He's like, well, there's some really cool looking story stuff going on over there. He's gonna go over and just see what's going on with that.
Cool. So yeah, as you go over to the storytellers, there are plump cushions on the floor. There are a few other people just sitting there in silence, watching this stuff going on. I assume you sit down alongside.
Yep. He sits down.
Cool. And yeah, you sit there and you look up and you sort of watch this. It's essentially like a play carry out. In fact, it's a play that sort of depicts why this celebration occurs in the first place, which is some ancient story about how the moon spirit, or the moon as an embodiment of the moon, sort of one day dies as the sun comes up and doesn't come back up. It's years and years of just pure daylight until a hero decides to, on a ship, go across the skies and essentially visit pretty much each planet along that line of planets that you saw, gathering materials, convincing the people to try and essentially perform a ritual to resummon the moon. And as you're taking part in these festivities, after about half an hour or so, you sort of hear murmurings and rumblings and whatnot, and you turn around and this is all of you looking. You see the party guests and whatnot and looking up and pointing up. And as you look up, could you all roll undo skill checks, and you Stick will get your bonus of awareness.
Okay. Oh, that's a tree, so
So you're very good.
I am aware.
Bimbus and Primus.
I got a 6, which is equal to my skill.
Cool, that's a pass. Oh, you're on mute, John.
Mine is a 5, which is over.
It's over. Okay. So, during all of this kerfuffle and whatnot, Bimbus doesn't fucking notice and just carries on dancing the night away.
Oh wait, can this be an awareness thing or?
Do you have awareness as well?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
Cool. Yeah. So
Then it's over.
it's over. Okay, so
But it's not over. I do notice because
it's
my
over.
awareness is
Okay,
7.
yeah, cool. So you're dancing away, and it's only when sort of people start shuffling away that you notice and you look up and you see this massive golden like ship, like a boat, like an ark with sort of feathered golden wings just slowly descend into the middle of the dance floor. Thankfully, by that time, you've moved out of the way before it lands on you. And as
could I use my astrology to see? This might be way out of place. I'm not really sure. So astrology is an essential skill for anyone intent on traveling the stars. I don't know how we travel the stars in this world, but is this ship a method of traveling the stars? Could I check that, or is it just part of the show? I want to use my astrology to check that.
Yeah, good. So you check the barge itself just to see if it's star worthy.
Yeah.
Yep, sure thing.
So I'll roll astrology. Oh, that is a 10, which is a failure. It's my first failure of the night, I'm pretty sure. Whoa.
So you look at that and you go, oh, I wonder if that can fly in the sky. And you look at it, or in the stars, you look at it and you go, I haven't got a fucking clue.
That's fair.
Bimbus, as you're the closest, you sort of see on the side in ornate writing that kind of just floats off the actual barge itself. It's written in like a, you know, like when you have like a red hot thing that's got like that white in the middle of it. In that, it's just written in that is cursive. It says the Curious Puffin, and as it lands. The spectators sort of stand back, and there's murmuring, and as it goes quieter, you see this this old person sort of hobble up to on the ship. He sort of becomes visible across, and he goes, well, hello there. My name is Nedzi Tartakov. You might have heard me in the newspapers and the rumblings around the places. I'm a great explorer. You might know my books or my TV programs that regale of the travels in the stars. Primus, you now know that this is a star-faring ship.
Okay.
My previous crew, you see, kind of fell into some unfortunate circumstances, and noticing quite a lot of people up here, I thought, well, maybe a couple of you fellows might be good for a little adventure. I promise you this will be lots of travel, and we've got very, very nice accommodation. And personally, after doing this for many years, cataloguing all the different kinds of species and planets and rocks and plants, I find this a very spiritually nourishing adventure. Would any of you care to join?
You had me at adventure, but then double had me at nourishing.
Cool.
I kind of...
Okay.
I whisper to the devil. I want to whisper to the devil, just like, adventure sounds like a lot of food.
On food, his body jerks happily, and next thing you notice, he's already kind of like flying through the air pretty much, like...
I want to hold on to him.
Cool, you grab onto his foot, and you are also pretty much catapulted onto the ship.
Yes.
Snedzy doesn't notice quite yet as he's sort of looking down at Bimbus and says, of course, my small friend, please come on up, and he sort of throws a rope ladder overboard. And he sort of is like, anybody else? And he looks around.
My friends just accidentally aborted your ship, so I'm pretty sure they're also, like, good with it.
Yeah, but, like, Primus, come on, I'm sure there's, like, stars and stuff.
Hearing Stig talk, he turns around and it's just like, oh, blast! What a fabulous More the merrier.
Right.
And just, yeah, Bimbus is just like, come on, Primus. I mean, like, shoot for the stars, refrigerator and stuff, you know?
Yep, he was
Yeah,
already
refrigerator.
stood up, like he was ready to go, like on
We're just-
hearing the opportunity, and he's like, "Wow, I want this, but am I good enough? I don't know." And
We're just yelling
hearing
refrigerator at
his
them.
newfound friends, his egging him on and stuff is just like, yeah, refrigerator, yeah. And he's walks
I
up,
love him.
walks up to the captain. Oh god, I forgot his name.
His name is Znedzi Tartakov.
Tartakov, that was it. I'd like tartar sauce in my head.
Mr. Tartar Sauce?
Yeah, it's Tartakov. He just goes up to us like, yes, Captain Tartakov. I'm very good at maths and astrology. I think it'd be a really good help, and I like poetry as well. I think it could be real good on your ship. Just realizes he's massively fanboying and looking like an idiot saying that.
He turns to you and goes, "Oh my boy, it's fine. Come on board, come on board." And he sort of slaps you on the back and sort of pushes you on board as well. And he sort of looks around and goes, nobody else. And he sort of looks around and they're all kind of mumbling between each other. And he's just like, "Bah, you're all fucking lazy."
You're all nerd.
And he's like, "Right, come on then, come on, let's go. And he sort of runs to the front of the ship where on the back of the ship where the wheel is and whatnot, and he sort of pulls levers and cranks cogs and runs back and forward and pulls stuff in and whatnot. He's like, "Right, let's go on this adventure then." And the wings start flapping and it starts taking you up. And just over the top, magically, a bubble sort of appears, kind of encasing you all in. And you set off for the stars, and that is the end of this adventure.
That was so fun.
Yeah, I love that. That was so cool.
So fun.
Yeah.
I love this.
That was good. I like that. I like GMing that.
Yeah, it was good. It was very. It's just crazy. It was very like Terry Pratchett-esque in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, nothing makes sense, but it was fantastic.
the people who make this are very much like British weird fantasy kind of.
I love it.
No, I really enjoyed that. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like we all did really good.
Oh.
Did the devil join our crew?
Yes,
he joined.
He did join. Okay.
So yeah, I'll talk you through this if you're willing to listen a bit more.
Yeah.
Because I haven't talked enough. So yeah, basically, so that person you have is just a mysterious friend. He is not anybody evil, but he would, if you ever got into fights, because this adventure could be inserted anywhere, he'd essentially be a henchman from now on, and it will help to defend you as best as you can, whilst also being sure to keep his lance clean and freshly painted.
Ooh, I like that.
But yeah,
Makes sense.
oh, sorry.
I know.
I just said that would make sense because his lance is like bejeweled and stuff like that, right? So he would take care of it. And I've got cleaning stuff on me, so I could help, I guess, once I establish he's not the devil.
Yes, the devil. And we will call him Hand Motion.
Hand Motion, such a brilliant name. But yeah, so throughout the, I'll put up the map on stream, and I'll also send you a picture of it. But basically, it just gives you this map, and then for the lift and the stairs, there's a different encounter on each one. Paste. There we go. So now there were obviously things that you missed because you can only go one way at a time. So you missed the old lady, who was an inquisitive woman who would she'd ask you lots of questions, and each time you answer the question, she'd give you a bonbon that has a different magical effect for each one.
Classic old lady things.
Yep. You missed. You missed Demon Seawater Leak, which is a pool of water. This is if you carried on up the stairs. This one. There was a water that you'd have to do a luck test against, and if you failed, you would come under different kinds of mental anguish, such as misery, terror, hopelessness, ennui, rage, or hunger. Because apparently hunger is a mental anguish. You missed, unfortunately, His Moist Magnificence King Juniper Jupiter Lex Hawthwall IV, the head of the Slug royal family, who was wedged in the stairway.
I'm sad about that one.
You missed 2 mysterious strangers. One of those had a gun and a short sword. And then you missed an area of trans-dimensional confusion. So yeah, and
Crazy building.
it's a crazy building, and the thing I liked the most was the party at the top. There was 30. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 18 different conclusions essentially. I just had to roll a d3 and a d6. And it thankfully landed on the one which I think was probably one of the best for a conclusion, which was the Curious Puffin.
Yeah, I think so. I wonder what the others were as well, but it sounds like there's quite a few.
Tons on here.
That's good because it leads on to other stuff.
But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Right.
It's a really wild system. It's great.
It's a nice. It's a system that is just open to, like it openly promotes you to make stuff up. Like if you don't have a skill, like you can. One of the things, like with the gas in the elevator, it says you can either just do a normal check or a hold breath advanced skill. The hold breath advanced skill doesn't exist, so it just says, where is it, the gas form? Invent a new advanced skill for hold breath. So, in pre-planning we could have invented a skill to give you or whatnot if appropriate. So,
It would actually be so cool that over the adventure you slowly gain like advanced skills.
Well, there is a way of doing it. So, actually, I should have done that for when you were in the hotel, where you could rest and perhaps level up skills or learn new skills. But there's specific things for learning a new skill where you have to find someone who is a master at that skill and essentially learn off them over time.
We can all learn from Bimbus how to break people's bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we
a fumble
can.
skill where you learn how to fumble. Like Bimbus.
just a fun little thing, man.
Not Bimbus.
I'm really glad I rolled with the more extreme voice tonight. It was very fun to do.
Yes. It's also very fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I also love.
I appreciate that. Usually I don't because I get embarrassed. So.
Nah, don't worry about it.
It was weird being like depressing.
Yeah.
You're just so hyper.
I fucking love the dedication to haikus.
Oh yeah.
It
I
kind
have
of
to go
dropped
back
off
and
at the
finish
end,
them.
but yeah, it was alright. It was good. Because I usually do voices and stuff, but this one wasn't too much of a voice. It was more just haikus.
Alright,
But,
we
yeah,
also got
worked
another
out.
follower an hour ago, and also Kenster decided to unfollow and follow us again, I guess.
Yeah, he was. He messaged me and he did say in the chat like he for some reason the stream wasn't loading for him, so I think he just did that as a way to try and make it work and stuff. But then he said he was going to watch on the YouTube stream if that was the thing.
Yeah, we do a YouTube stream as well.
So yeah.
Cool. And yeah, so thanks to our followers, new followers. You've thankfully pushed us over the 50 follower mark, so we just
so
need to
fun.
we just need to do one more stream over the next few days, so probably Monday, and then we hit the affiliate level.
Oh, that's wild.
That's so lovely.
Yeah.
Where,
Wait, does it resets on Monday, right?
So I think it's a rolling 30-day stat. So I think we're fine, essentially, if we keep... Oh no, it is on 7... Yeah, stream on 7 different days over a 30-day period. So yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, after Monday we can start rolling out the affiliate stuff. Get subscribers and stuff like that, which would be nice.
Exciting times.
Anyway, goodbye stream. Thanks for listening, watching.
Goodbye, stream.
Okay. Goodbye.
stream,
Thanks for
that's
joining
okay.
us.
Wait, goodbye,
Yeah.
stream. Goodbye, viewers.
Viewers and listeners and all those kinds of peeps.
Yeah.
And people who only use us to fall asleep to. Goodbye to you too.
Hope you have a good night.